Alright, let's see. Let's see where we're at here.
Currency of Disneyland.
So, no cigars?
Disney dollars should be a national treasure, but I think they're amazing. I've been collecting Disney dollars since 1988, and I just found them a few months ago, and I said, oh, let me go and see if I can sell these.
It was a really, really cool thing. They were gift certificates, that's basically what they were. And it was sort of brilliant on Disney's part because they knew a large portion of it never be spent. So it was probably one of the greatest market items. You know, spend 2 cents to make the bill there and then sell it for $1. How many of these do you have?
I have 31 uncirculated, and then I have 1 used.
They're really super high quality. They all have an individual serial number. The majority of our $1 bills, you don't have any of the $50 bills.
Don't have a 50.
50s in general are the rarest ones. They go for the most money. How much do you want for these?
I'm asking for $4,600.
Here's one of the problems you have with your stuff here. It's not graded. Serious collectors only spend big money on these things. If they're graded, I mean, I don't need to beat you up. I give you $600. Your basic $1 bills like that, you can get online for 10, 15 bucks a piece.
Not the ones with a low serial.
That serial number is still 1.7 million.
I've kept these in this box for 25 years. They haven't been handled. They're mint condition. How about 3,500?
I'll tell you what, I go $700, and anything more than that just doesn't make sense.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and just. But I really appreciate your time, sir.
Thanks for coming in. Good luck to you.
Thank you. $700 is a long way off from $4,600. I appreciated the offer, but I think I'm just gonna hold on to them. They mean so much to me.
I have a customer in here right now with a classic Shone Hut indoor golf game. It's in great condition for almost being 100 years old. The guy's asking $500 for it. It doesn't sound too unreasonable, but you never really know with this kind of stuff. So Steve's on his way down to give me a price. Steve, how's it going, man? Hey, Corey, how you doing? How you doing?
They tell me they're gonna run out of food in 3 days. No, it was like 8 days or so.
Shone Hut, we're really known for making
1,300, man.
really kind of how they came out. And the technology for this is actually pulled from that. So it's cool. I would take a look at it if you don't mind. Yeah, please. So it looks like you've got the hazards, you've got the tee box. Cool. And you got 3 golfers. Now, the set initially only came with 1 golfer. And then you would add on pieces. It was really the way where they continued to get you to buy things. This is really neat, that the scorecards here. And you have quite a few of them. This is something that, you know, as soon as you got this home, you burned through this. You'd play as many rounds as you possibly could, and you'd use them all up, they'd be gone, and then you'd have to make your own. What's really interesting here is this specific one. So you have a female golfer. Her name was Sissy Lofter. Women weren't golfing at the time, but when mini golf came out, women really got involved. Early on, you would get her, but she wasn't very popular. So she kind of started to disappear a little bit. So she's a little tougher to find than maybe some of the other golfers that they offered.
All right. What do they go for?
Well, you know, I've seen these things. The pristine ones go to upwards of like $3,000 to $4,000. Complete sets, nice boxes, great paint on your golfers. It's got a lot of the extra parts and pieces, and it does have the scorecards. I think you'd have no problem getting $900 for it.
Okay. Steve, man, you're always the best.
Thank you. Thanks, John. See you later.
See you
Good luck, man.
Thank you. See you on the golf course.
Well, you know, man, it doesn't happen very often, but you came in asking for $500. I think it's fair that I make $400 on it. It's gonna take me a year to sell it, so I'll give you the $500 you asked for.
Oh, they just started the battle.
500 sounds
Great. Deal. Shove over there.
I'm gonna check your counter over there. What's up, sissy?
Hey guys, can we come over here?
So I just got a call from Alex, and he's got a really cool item in New Jersey that I have to see in person.
You know what, dude? It sounds like a great
Guys,
excuse to
please
go
come here.
So I'm packing my bags and headed out east.
Alright, I'm already up 3 strokes, so you can owe me lunch if you don't keep this one. Whoa, you know you were good. That was close. I'm sure about that. I'll be right here.
What are you guys doing?
Working on our golf game.
Do we pay a lot of money for this?
$500. Anyways, what are you doing with the suitcase? Where are you going?
I'm going back east. I'm looking at a World War II scooter, and I'm checking out the gun Alex is working on.
You need someone to test drive the scooter?
No.
Wait. I have a scooter license. Who would you rather take, me or Antoine?
I'm not taking either one of you.
No, you're taking listen, I'll play you in a game of golf right now and see who does.
Cool. You got two years up.
I'll go first. You're gonna need more than one shot.
Actually work while I'm gone.
God, please let us defend this.
Alex told me about his friend who's got a World War II scooter. Sounds pretty cool, so I'm gonna go check it out. But first, a couple weeks ago, I bought a 1700 foot lock.
Why isn't my horse?
Painted over, the stock was broken, the firing mechanism was broken. But Alex convinced me he could restore the thing and make it worth a lot of money. So I'm gonna stop by his workshop and check out the progress.
Here it is, my friend. The dust pistol. You risked your life.
You gotta be kidding me.
So the miracle. Yeah, that's exactly right.
This is perfect. This might be winnable.
Steve is the guy who did the restoration of this. He is the miracle worker.
That's pretty. That's what it looked like underneath.
Yeah, so we stripped the paint. And then we found this little name on
We're
it.
definitely destroying the one on the right.
So it's definitely Dutch. Pendleman is the gun maker. He worked from 1673 through 1727.
Archers are doing work.
Pistol is definitely pre-1727, probably about 1720.
That's cool. This looks amazing. You could do something.
I need a higher kill rate, guys. Come on. Oh, they're gonna get both. Oh, freak yeah. Yes. Come on.
If you remember right, all of the brass was painted gold. So we stripped
Come on, one more hit.
see all the detail in here, these railings. And then, remember how this didn't work at all? Steve found
Oh yeah.
now.
Sweet. So how much does it cost me to restore the thing?
So, originally I thought it would be about $1,000. Finding and sourcing this piece of wood took more time than I thought. It cost a little bit more. We got true vintage pipes. So we're at about 1,800. So you're about 2,000 in total.
Sell it for.
Take the 25.
I'll cool with that then.
So the plan is, we're gonna get it back together. I wanna bring it to Vegas, we'll shoot it so you know it's stable and sound. But in the meantime, that guy I told you about with the World War II airborne scooter, he's out at his farm, he says we can drive it, and if you wanna go ahead, I've got 2 days to finish, I'll be right there.
Sure, just text me the address. Okay. I'll meet you out there, man.
Alright.
You did a hell of a job. How's it going, man? How are you? I'm good. So you got a scooter?
I do.
Right over there. That looks like the most unsafe motorcycle ever.
You wanna wait?
So we have a suicide clutch. You know why they call it a suicide clutch? So if stop, it would push forward into traffic. Who died?
I have a World War II Christmas scooter. I bought a bunch of cars and this was part of the deal. I'm interested in selling a scooter because I'm not gonna use it. It's gonna sit in my garage and
No chance.
20,000.
Okay, I have no idea if that's a good price or not. Alex gets here, we'll go from there. He knows a lot more about this than I do.
That's fine.
When most people think of scooters,
All that crap.
Italian Vespas or mopeds, they sure as hell don't think of them as war machines. So how did a company that made engines for farm equipment and lawnmowers turn into the U.S. Army's largest supplier of motorized scooters during World War II? The reason why Bushman's was able to design and manufacture so many of these scooters in a short amount of time was because right around World War II, the United States had more industrial production than any other country in the world. And it wasn't just Cushman. Manufacturing companies across the country were more or less forced to join the war effort. Underwood Typewriter Company started making guns. IBM was making guns. General Motors was making guns. During World War II, the government contracts were insane. If you had any type of machine tools in a factory, you were basically working for the federal government. The reason why we were able to manufacture so much during World War II is because, unlike today where everything is very, very technical, machine tools back then were not that specialized. They could be revamped very quickly to make just about anything. You could change around the tooling, and you could go from a typewriter to a gun. You take
Well, that actually worked out very well for us.
into productivity for the war effort. Imagine the advantage it gave the U.S. It completely changed the American landscape. We started manufacturing everything. By the end of World War II, the United States controlled over 50% of the industrial production in the world and became an economic superpower. So I'm in New Jersey and I'm checking out this crazy World War II scooter. I really don't know what it's worth, and I don't know if it's safe to drive. So I have Alex on his way, and he can take the dangerous ride, maybe tell me what it's worth.
Hey guys. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, what's up, dude?
We have defended the siege. We defended the siege. We defended the siege. We fucking did it.
Designed initially with the idea of dropping it out of an airplane, and they were literally just pushing it out of the plane, letting these things fall to the ground. But they were
Can't
not
believe that.
tremendously
That was
successful
miraculous.
because when they were dropped from planes, they did get damaged, so most of them weren't used.
Goes to show we need a bigger garrison.
Because fewer than 5,000 were made, and most of the ones that were never came back.
Take out their horses, archers.
Some of the things I noticed about it, the tires are new, the grips are new, the seat looks like an original, but this has been resurfaced. It's not the original leather. Also, one of the big things about these are the data plates. They're aluminum, and it's got its serial number, and it also has its delivery date. But I can tell by the quality of those data plates that they're reproduction. But it's still desirable.
No.
I know when I bought it, he said that he had ridden it a bunch and had recently been riding it.
Well, that's good.
Who's driving it?
Why would it ask me?
There we go.
One up in the trees over there.
Okay, any particular reason you came up with that number? Or?
This year was a craze for an auction house for $20,000 an hour. There's no real one like it anyway. It's very rare to get pieces of clothing for sale. The only clothing they found was a hat that was sold in the 90s.
Warwick, how you doing, buddy?
Hi guys. See you cold?
Yeah.
You got something for me?
We got Angus Young's hat from AC/DC.
Rock and roll. Angus rates on everybody's lists of the great guitar players of rock. He's got a following. He's still been going after all these years with about 40-year career. May I?
Yeah.
Early on, when they've just played in Australia, Angus tried different costumes and dressed up in Superman capes and things like that. And then eventually, schoolboy outfit caught on because he's such a little guy. But usually that
How's the
happens
town looking?
when he kicks into the big song, you know, he goes down on his guitar and he flips up and the hat comes
There
off.
you go.
This is handmade all the way, so this is definitely very early.
So what's the deal with this hat? Is this one that his sister would have made, or is this...
This looks like it. This definitely is rare because it's so early.
So you buy this stuff all the time. What's something like this worth?
Well, a few years ago, I bought an entire outfit, signed, paid about $8,500 for that. I think the highest I've ever seen a hat sell for is about $1,200, $1,500. This is extraordinarily good, and I think you could probably get double that. It's probably worth $2,500.
Yeah, that's surprising. As far as your appraisal, I can't come close to agreeing with anything I've heard today.
I'm pricing this without a picture.
Correct.
You get a picture and it's going to go high. But it has to be stitch by stitch, the same hat in the picture, and that's going to change the value. I have to work off what prices it could be compared to. And the biggest buyer of AC/DC memorabilia so far has been me. All right.
That's just swords.
Work, I appreciate it, man.
Always a pleasure. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Make sure you don't totally.
Thank you.
Not quite what you're looking for? No, sounds like not.
Well, you heard what Warwick appraised it for. Are you going to come anywhere near that?
No, sir.
I don't want to waste either one of our time. I appreciate it, man. Take care.
Thank you, Carl. It's always disappointing when you feel something's worth of value and it
Oh,
doesn't.
I can afford all this.
I've had the hat for 40 years and it's not a problem to keep owning it.
A couple months ago, I bought this beat to death flintlock pistol. It was in terrible shape. Stock was broken. The firing mechanism didn't work. It was pretty damn rough. I ended up giving it to Alex, and even when I was in New Jersey, they checked on the progress. Now today is the big reveal. Hopefully it looks great, fires great, and I can get some great money for it. Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing, buddy? I got a surprise for you.
It's all done.
It's done.
It's pretty looking.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah, it doesn't even look like the same gun.
It actually came out better than I thought it would come out.
Have you shot it yet?
I have not. I've been waiting for you.
Holy crap.
Mechanically, it's functioning perfectly right now. Some of the pieces I really like about it, there's a lot of intricacy with all of the engraving on the brass. That grotesque mask came out really well.
Oh, it did come out amazing.
Remember, Rick, if this fires correctly, I think you get at least $5,000.
Well, it better fire right then.
And we better not break it when we shoot it.
Yeah. So what caliber is this thing? 55, 60 cal?
Drop the save, right? Let's drop another.
One of these guns in any condition is incredibly hard to do. Finding one that you can restore is 1 in 1,000, and finding one that we can actually fire is basically 1 in a million.
I got my headphones on, so I can't hear you.
Oh, it worked perfectly!
That was cool. First try. With these old guns, that's like a 50-50 shot.
It's 300 years old.
You should go to the casino.
Dude, there's no brigands, bro.
I guess it was a bit violent.
It was a great buy, man.
Did they escape? Oh, we should ransom them.
Can we go look for that stuff?
Yeah, let's do it. I got some time to kill.
My loyalty's fine.
Money to spend.
On tonight's episode, it's really interesting looking. A super unique revolving rifle leaves me. It definitely looks cold-ish. Completely stumped. Chum and I wade through a truly massive collection of pop art. Whoa.
That's a lot of art.
This could turn into a ridiculous amount of money. And Corey checks out a samurai sword with a few tricks up its sleeve. This is very interesting. No way. Hey, how's it going?
I got a little something I think you'll be interested in.
What we got?
Lovely 1800s retro.
See what we got here. Okay. Have you had this checked out by anybody?
Nope, done a little internet research. That's all I've got, and I have no idea. So I thought maybe you could help me out.
Yeah, it's sort of, it's in a weird category. It definitely looks cult-ish.
I'm here today to sell an antique
I
rifle.
have to accept it.
I'm a defensive firearms instructor, and I came to the shop today because a student of mine had a family member who passed with a large collection of firearms, and I'm helping sell them. I'm not too sure about the origins of the rifle itself, but I'm believing around a 5-figure number for the price.
Ah, here we go. Yeah, they're showing up.
I don't think it's a cult, because I've never seen a cult like this, and if it was a cult, I would have read about it. Is there a date on this thing anywhere?
Not that I've found some small engravings on the side.
Is there a manufacturer's mark? Or,
Enough that I can really identify.
so I assume it's a company that was trying to steal Colt's patents, or it came out right after his patent expired. You know, this was the 1850s. I mean, literally the Industrial Revolution was in full bore. Suddenly, making steel parts, machine tools, made it really inexpensive to machine stuff. Basically, what all the people were not Colto, what they didn't seem to get was Colt's factory was quality, quality, quality. The other people was like, we don't care as long as we can make money. Really nice wood on the stock, though.
I'm hoping that's the original.
Okay. Well, I don't know who made it, but I do know something about revolving rifles. It was one of the designs they came up with because you're in war or defending anything, you know what I mean? It's much better to have 6 shots than to have 1. If you have a gun like this, you can get off 6 shots in 6 seconds. And that was the allure to it, but it was coming up with a practical solution to it. So, how much you want for it?
Well,
Hurting.
a similar Colt I've seen go for 10,000.
I don't think that because I don't think it's a Colt, but I know a guy who knows a guy. I'll be right back.
All right. I'm more than happy to have an expert have a look at the rifle and tell me what it actually is and to give me its worth.
Hey, how you doing?
Found something for you. Thought you might be interested in.
Okay, what do you got there?
It's an old tornado racer. It's the original slot car.
Before slot cars, right?
I have a 1947 Willet tornado racer tether car. I was out at the LA Roadster show in Pomona. I saw this card sitting on the table and I just had to have it. The racer's in the original box. It's got the original paperwork with it from 1947 and it's just in mint condition.
Pretty sweet. I know these cars were like really big. There was a big race scene and there was a couple hundred tracks all around the United States. So you go down to the Tether racetrack, you pump your car up and hope you could win. How does it work?
Supposedly, all that, if you pump it up a dozen times,
Yeah, let's keep pumping.
yeah,
I want to see if it works because
I would love to see it run.
that's going to help me determine whether or not I want to buy it.
Sure.
Do you think this little release valve here makes it go?
I think it's something like that, yeah. Just not sure.
I am sure of one thing, it doesn't work. So what are you looking to do with it?
I'd like to sell her. I'm thinking I'd like to get around 1,000 for it.
Okay. You know, I just don't see $1,000 there. You gotta understand, the collector wants it to work. So I'll give you $100.
I appreciate it, but not today.
You're gonna have to make me a more realistic offer.
500.
In working condition, I couldn't even pay $500 for this. Would you take $150?
No.
What's your bottom?
500.
Alright, well I don't think we'll be able to make a deal, but I appreciate you bringing it in.
Thank you for your time.
If you change your mind, unfortunately I'll be here all day.
I'm sorry.
Hey, how can I help you?
Hey, I want to show you an early land grant from Long Island, New York.
Definitely interesting. We got a date on it?
1686.
Okay. Who happen to hold? I love the way they build these things out. I just love the titles and everything else that went through it. I figured it was, you know, this was the 17th century. There wasn't a lot to do, so let's write a lot.
I'm here today to sell my 1686 Long Island land deed. I love all things that are 17th century American, and I have a special connection to that. I got this land deed at least 10 years ago in an auction. I'm looking to get about $800 for the deed.
All right, it's definitely pretty cool. This is off Long Island. This is probably one of the founding documents of somewhere around here. Literally, they were buying and selling land for pennies per acre back then.
It's got a really cool watermark on it, too.
It does some serious. I got a little gadget for looking at paper. I can just throw this underneath the glass case. You know what that is?
I think it's called a fool's cap watermark.
Yeah. You know why there's fool's cap watermark on it?
No.
Because it's fool's cap paper.
Okay.
So you have fool's cap paper. This size right here. So they're called the Nicholas. Every paper maker had to put a watermark on their paper.
Okay.
They wanted to make sure if there was some bad paper leaving town, they wanted to know whose bad paper it was up to the local standards. So you put a fool's cap watermark on it, and that was your particular fool's cap watermark.
Okay.
What do you want to do with it?
I wanted to sell it.
How much do you want for this?
I want $800.
Okay. Here's one of the problems you have with land deeds. They never got thrown away. There's a million of them out there. This will probably bring good money on Long Island if you can figure out which city it's from.
You're not from Long Island, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I love the fool's cap watermark, but I would try and sell it at a local auction. That would be your best bet. Sorry, man, we're not going to be able to make a deal. But it is really cool. I mean, I just love looking at cool stuff like this.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks for bringing it in, man. I appreciate
Thanks
it.
a lot. Appreciate it. We didn't make a deal today. I'm just a little bit disappointed, but I learned a lot, and I'm going to go ahead and keep it and just put it back in my collection.
Hey, how's it going?
Very well, thank you. Got a guitar I hope you're interested in.
My God.
It is a B.B. King Lucille, signed by B.B. King.
Prisoners?
For 30 years, he played 300 shows a year.
Oh,
The guy was a worker.
I can tell you why.
Why is that?
Because he had 15 children, like 15 mothers.
Well, that would make someone work pretty hard now, wouldn't it?
I have an Epiphone Lucille guitar, signed by B.B. King.
I bought and sold quite a few guitars over the years, and they don't play well, so I'm more of a collector. I found that I can buy guitars, but I can't buy any talent anywhere. So guitars come and go. But this one I've had for 21 years.
This is interesting. He always named his guitar Lucille. It was after a bar that he played in.
Well, the bar caught on fire because two guys were fighting over a gal named Lucille.
There you go.
He ran back in to get his guitar. That was the stupidest thing he said he ever did. And he named his guitar Lucille after that guy.
Now we both know this isn't the original Lucille, right?
It is. No, he never personally played this guitar, so far as I know.
Yeah, I think he played a few different ones, but it was a Gibson at one point. And at the beginning of his career, it was whatever he could afford. Yeah, B.B. King started playing guitar, I think, in the late 30s at church. And throughout his career, I mean, he influenced so many different musicians. You know, from Paul McCartney to Eric Clapton to Jimi Hendrix. You know, people that people consider today to be some of the best guitar players that ever lived. They all admired B.B. King. I believe it was Eric Clapton that said there was not a man alive that played guitar better than B.B. King. So what are you looking to do with it?
Well, I'd like to sell it.
Okay. Any idea of how much you want?
I'm looking for $4,500.
$4,500 bucks. I mean, it's in absolute perfect condition. Obviously, it's never been played. Do you mind if I have somebody come down and take a look at the signature?
No, that'd be fine.
Okay. Well, hang out and I'll be right back.
Okay. I have no problem with the guitar being checked out by an expert because I have total faith in it.
Earlier, a guy came into the shop with a guitar that appears to be signed by B.B. King. I know the guitar isn't worth much on its own, but if the signature's legit, we could be talking thousands here. He's on his way over to make sure the signature's real and tell me what it's worth. So, Corey? What's up, buddy? How are you? Good shit. Doing good. What's up, Corey? So, B.B. King?
Yeah, cool guy. I mean, great thing about B.B. King, I was great with his fans. Good interaction. You could meet him after shows.
They had worn for
Yeah, his tour bus, he had a chair in the front that would swivel out, and he'd sit in it after shows. On the side of the bus, in a chair that was fully supported by the bus, and he'd sign stuff when he brought up.
Oh, wow.
Well, obviously, your concerns about authenticity.
Absolutely. The guitar is what the guitar is, but it is a Lucille, and it does have B.B. King signature on it.
What I'd like to do is obviously take a look at this, so we're gonna have to spin this around so I can get a good view of it. And so typically with the guitars, you know, they'd sign in a paint pen or something like that. So I'm just gonna put the Pro Scope under and just kind of look for the overlapping sections that I like to see on stuff like this. And we could right away see it's in a gold paint pen. We're saying, you know, no problem with the ink. And then I do like to compare the signature to see if we're actually dealing with, you know, a real autograph. His autograph was gorgeous at all times. And this is the same thing I've seen consistently throughout his life. He had these nice big beats, you know, B.B. King. No problem at all. It's a beautiful piece.
So what do you think it's worth?
After he passed away, I expected his stuff to kind of increase significantly. I really did, because he did sign a lot of things.
There's a lot of it out there.
And there's a ton of it out there. So I'll put the value of this right at about $2,500.
Well, I appreciate you having me.
Good luck. Take care. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Thanks.
Help me here real quick. Okay. Okay, so you heard what my guy had to say. I mean, what's the lowest you go?
I would go 35.
Okay, if I go down to 15,
No, that's just not gonna work for me.
even 16,
No, but I thank you.
I appreciate it. Look, I tried, man. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for your time. Unfortunately, we were unable to agree on a value for the guitar today, so we did not make a deal. So I'll take the guitar back on, put it back in the closet for another 10 years and bring it back that way.
I gotta call the shop. I have a surfboard
Oh shit.
that was painted by Coffin. This is gonna be worth a lot of money. So I'm coming down to check it out, and for some crazy reason, I decided to bring Chum. Hello, must be Mike.
Come on, you just do Outlast. No.
You get the motorcycle on the surfboard back there?
Yeah, I got it all in the back. Yeah, straight back this way.
We got bigger problems.
You got a lot of stuff here.
Yeah. There's a lot going on here for the eye.
Why is there shit ticking down?
Yeah, guys, look this way here.
So yeah, they're fucked. They're not gonna be able to siege that, I don't think. Battania's not at war with anyone yet. They will be.
Well, I called Rich here today because I wanted to look at a couple of items that I had at Steve Kaufman. The Quaker motorcycle and surfboard that he painted.
Definitely catches your eye. Steve Kaufman worked with Andy Warhol for years, right?
I think he worked for like maybe 2 or 3 years, I'm not sure. And then he started to go off on his own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he got popular in the 90s, and by the 2000s he was in galleries all around the world.
Correct.
Really, really popular stuff. All mixed media, and he did a little bit of everything. Everything from sculpture to paintings to some stuff was just outright craziness.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't need to be mean, but it's far from pristine condition.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, because the seat gives you that look, that can be real close and redone. But the bike, you know, it's an excellent running bike.
Okay. And that's the surfboard he did?
Yeah, this is a surfboard. It's a one-of-one. It's two-sided here.
Oh, this is pretty cool.
Yeah. It's one of a kind with a signature on it.
So how did you get all this Steve Kaufman stuff?
Well, I worked with Steve ever since 1988. And we lived together, worked together, did shows together, everything like that. So I had control of everything in the studio.
Okay.
And I was assistant, his partner, associate. Whatever he did, I was there.
Okay.
This really screams Steve Kaufman. It's got the colors and the iconic images. All the biggest of biggest pop culture, and that's what Steve was known for.
You can see why people like this stuff. It definitely catches your eye.
Yeah.
So, quite frankly, the bike, it's an early 90s Harley. That's just not for me. But this is cool.
Yeah.
How much you want for it?
Like 16,000 I would like to take for it.
Okay. So when I walked in, you had some other stuff in there.
Yeah, I do, no doubt.
Is all that stuff for sale too?
Undoubtedly, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you wait a little bit? I'm gonna call my archive and see if you can come down here.
Sure, why not?
I really want to come down and check this out, and maybe some of your other stuff, and maybe we can do a much bigger deal.
Well, that'd be great.
Okay.
Sounds good, Rick.
All right. I'll be right back. Let me just give it a call real quick.
You ever think about hitting some waves on this?
No, not at all. No, it's just for display. But if you buy it, you can do anything you want.
Before the 1950s, art wasn't exactly accessible to your everyday man. You take a guy like me, he'd look at Picasso, see a bunch of warped faces, and say, I don't get it. But pop art changed all that. These artists took ordinary people, objects, mass media, and created an art form out of it. You might not get the message behind it, but you can look at a Campbell soup can and say, hey, that's not above me. But that was kind of the point. So how did this new style transform the way we think about art? The late 50s, early 60s was a time of social...
That army's more starved than ours.
Pop artists were basically anarchists who wanted to blow up the whole idea of the social hierarchy. So how do you do it? You blur the lines
Started it.
between what is considered highbrow and lowbrow. Soup cans, Coke bottles, anything in our ordinary world was suddenly art, and it would sell. When you think of pop art, you think of Andy Warhol. Sort of like what Rick Harrison is to pawn shops, Andy Warhol is to pop art.
Are we all recruits? Oh my god. It's fine.
$105 billion. But critics said that the pop artists weren't staying true to the medium. They were just commercializing art with brands and public figures. But I own a pawn shop. Who am I to judge? If you can take something commercial and make a buck on it, more power to you. I came to this guy's house to look at some odd Steve Kaufman art. A motorcycle and a surfboard that was painted by him. I get here, there's not just 2 pieces of art. The guy's got hundreds, if not thousands of pieces of Steve Kaufman art. So now I've called him Chad because it looks like this deal could be a lot more complicated. This could turn into a ridiculous amount of money. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, good to see you.
So here's the surfboard.
Steve Kaufman. So this is fantastic. You know, I know a lot about Kaufman. I know he was his assistant.
Oh, yeah.
I heard he got in a lot of trouble together. So where'd you get it?
Well, it's part of my collection. Steve did.
Oh,
Yeah.
Steve left it to you.
Yeah.
So this is some of his best known. Superman and superhero works came out, I believe, in the early 90s. Beautiful.
full of stuff?
Correct. Green pool.
And it's all for sale, or?
Yeah.
If the other stuff is as good as this, I'd definitely love to see it.
Can we go with the gun stuff?
Yeah, right now if you want.
Let's do it. I got some time to kill. Some money to spend.
Somebody else's money, that's the best kind.
Whoa.
That's a lot hard.
I ain't playing cool stuff. I'll be back in a little bit.
I'm gonna let you just take a look here. I just gotta walk you in there, alright?
This isn't something you see every day.
Kidding me?
That's cool.
What's up, Glazin? How's it going, man?
This is definitely a buy.
Lady Liberty. You know why I picked this one? Because I have this one at my house.
Really?
That was like the first piece of art I ever bought. I bought it from you, man.
Okay.
Oh, we don't have catapults this time.
Yeah, I mean, you got some really super cool stuff here. It's everything from the Mona Lisa to Wolverine. Hey, so Chad, what do you think all this stuff is worth?
The superhero stuff is the most valuable. This one's obviously signed by Stan Lee. This one is DC. This one here is not a Steve Kaufman. I just think it's super cool because it tells the story of Kaufman. It tells his early influences. It explains that he was the apprentice to Andy Warhol. We're all part of that same art group. You know, it's so important in the pop art world. This is all fantastic, perfect condition. I really like them. I don't think they're really hard to sell.
How are they killing more of us?
And all this stuff is kind of retail.
I'd put all of this with the surfboard.
Catapult situation isn't ideal.
27,000.
Okay, 27,000 retail.
Say 27,000 retail.
What the fuck? What are we doing?
Okay, so let's try to make a deal on all this stuff right here. Okay? You know what? I'll give you 12 because I think we're going to do business in the future.
Alright, this sounds like a plan.
I'm going to get a truck, I'm going to get some money, and I'll be back. Okay?
Alright, I like the money part.
I have a couple copies to sell you.
No, I sold those to you.
Yeah, but I'm figuring out buying now. So.
Oh, how are they killing so many? What the fuck? Oh, hold that shit for a second. Excuse me. Feels like our guys aren't swinging. What the hell? Where's everyone? Mother freaker. Are we winning this right now? Oh, they just loaded in another. Oh no.
Here's the Conquest rifle.
Yeah, that's right. Scroll. So, you know what I think this is?
This might be a.
This is a Springfield Arms company's attempt at
Oh, my game crashed. What the hell? What the fuck? How did my game just crash?
He ran Springfield Arms Company, and in 1849 he released this gun, and it infringed actually on the whole.
Alright, we need to fight that siege off before we can switch to GTA. Did it once, we can do it again.
Chain firing, meaning that if the explosion in this chamber somehow carries over to the second chamber and the third, which could happen, your hand is the immediate target for those rounds coming out. So it actually wasn't a very popular rifle to begin with, but because it was stopped in the first year of production, they're tremendously rare. Tremendous. Never picked one up. Never had one.
Okay. So this is Springfield Army, the army that supplied the United States government forever.
Correct.
So, could you fire this?
I would like to fire it. Can I check it out a little closer to see if it would be an option? So the first thing I want to do is check the bore. I have this little handy light up fishing lure. It's actually quite nice. I don't see any major issues with it. So from a bore standpoint, I think we could fire it. The other thing we really need to check, the indexing. So the indexing we know is an issue, but if you spin it quickly, it does get all the way over. Right. I think in theory it would be safe to fire. If we could fire it, you would know a lot more about the mechanics of the gun.
If I do buy this off you, I can get more money off it if I can actually say, yes, it fires, I fired it. Can we go on the raid? I mean, would you be a second one?
Absolutely.
Okay. Alright, see you guys then.
See ya.
As a firearms instructor, I always encourage my students to try before you buy, and in this instance, it's probably a good idea considering the price.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. What can I do for you?
I have a early pop-up book from 1890s.
Oh, let's check it out.
Sure, it's called Das Puppenhaus.
So we got the donkey scene here, and what do we got over here?
This opens here. Oh, the bar with her child. I'm here today to sell my pop-up book from the 1890s. I'm a rare bookseller. I love movable books, and I saw this pop-up book at an auction. If I'm able to make a sale today, I'm gonna take my kids to a show. A good one.
This is pretty cool, you know. Books like this would give kids a chance to interact with a book and actually have fun, because reading wasn't necessarily considered fun, you know, for young kids. So they could have a pop-up book with pictures in it, and they could actually interact with, you know, the little guys and the pianos and...
This is the video games of today.
What year is this book?
This is 1890s.
Okay, yeah, I know these have been around for a long time. They believe the first one was made in the 13th century. It had like a little wheel, and you could kind of just move things around and it would describe little stuff in the book. But it was nowhere like this with all these interactions. I mean, it opens up, it's almost like a dollhouse. And you can just like...
Walk through the doors to the next room. Doo-doo-doo. I'll go play in here now.
$21.50.
It's a deal.
All right, I'll meet you at the counter.
Okay.
We'll write it up.
All right. I'm thrilled to walk out of here today with $2,150. I purchased it at auction for $100, so I think I did pretty good today.
I have a guy in here who's brought in something I've never really seen before. He has a sword handle and a scabbard, but he doesn't have the sword itself. From what I can tell, it looks like parts from a samurai sword. So I called Mike, who's an expert in stuff like this, to see if he can come down and take a look at it for me. Hey, Mike, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, Mike? How you been?
Doing good.
Oh, what you got today?
A weird one. It's what appears to be an old scabbard.
Okay. Well, actually, this is common, believe it or not, in Japan. After World War II, the occupation, MacArthur ordered all the swords to get collected. So that means all the blades were turned in. But the mountains were okay to keep, because these were not against all, they're not a weapon.
Okay.
And this is quite old, actually.
How do we know how old it is?
Well, this style of mount is made in southern Japan. And this is known as a Higo mount, which is from the area of Kumamoto, modern-day Japan. And they were very particular to make this style of gold inlay work. Judging from the style, you can pretty much determine that this whole package was from the early 1800s.
Oh, wow. So, what else can you tell me about it?
Interesting. This is very interesting. Maybe you get lucky.
No way.
Interesting. This is very interesting. Maybe you get lucky. The hidden coin pocket.
No way.
These are very rare to find it intact.
Now, I am a little bit of an expert. Those aren't gold.
No, these are definitely not gold. Unfortunately, somebody put some reproductions in here and obviously kept the real gold.
So, why would they hide it inside the sword like that?
You would be afraid to get robbed. So this was the best place to actually hide your money. In that sense.
Gotcha.
A little holder like this could hold up to $10,000 worth of coins.
Okay, well, too bad we didn't get that lucky, right?
But because of the rarity of this makes this set very highly collectible.
Okay. How collectible?
Well, I mean, in excellent condition like this, especially with the addition of a big coin pocket, now you're talking something very, very rare and special. So this thing will be worth easy $8,000.
Alright, well, appreciate it, Mike.
Alright, take care. Thank you. See you later.
Well, I mean, you kind of hit the nail on the head of what it was worth. That being said, I've got to make some money. I'd like to give you 4.
Could you come up a little bit more than 4?
Can you go down from 8?
6.5.
Hurting. What are we hurting?
Alright, deal. Meet me over there. Let's do some paperwork.
I am thrilled to make a deal today for $5,000. It wasn't quite the $8,000 I was asking for, but I will certainly be able to take my family on a nice vacation.
Oh shit.
Just came here to sell this. What is this? Ford security guard badge with brass buttons. Okay. So what are these for? So these are for the security guards that will work at the Ford factory. This would be their lapel badge, and then these would be the pins for their coat. So I guess this would be like right here, like I'm an official badass. Yep, something like that. Go Ford stuff. I have a Ford security guard badge and 4 buttons. I purchased the badge and the 4 buttons in order to complete my own personal collection of Ford memorabilia. If I'm able to make a sale today, I'm going to take the money and take my friend out for dinner. This is pretty cool.
What the fuck are we hurting, bro? Oh, because we don't have enough dudes to ride our horses?
You know, we still might be riding horses. Yep. 1908, they built the Model T, and that was like the first mass-produced car for civilians. They were one of the leading companies in America for a long time. And then in 2008, some car companies started to lose profit and they were about to go bankrupt. So President Bush gave these companies a loan. And then in the next following year, they'd have to prove that they were in the positive. They weren't in the negative anymore. And Ford was the only company that was able to do that and hold on. I think after that, they kind of stepped away from making your like passenger cars and kind of focused more on the trucks and the crossover vehicles and SUVs and stuff like that. Okay. I've never seen anything like this before. It looks like it has a little serial number on the badge. It says Ford in the, blue Ford iconic logo. It's like a... Is that an eagle? Correct, yeah. Okay. How much do you want?
So for the 4 buttons and the badge, I'm looking for $75.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, this stuff is really cool, but I literally have no idea the time period. That's gonna kind of help a lot. But I do know a guy that can come down and shed a little light on it. Let me go give him a call and see if he can get down here. Perfect.
Oh yeah. Give us that money. It's well defended. It's gonna need at least 1300's dubious.
Yeah, I figured if anyone would know about old pins and buttons, it would be you.
Well, let me take a closer look at buttons, man. Absolutely. Yeah. Alright, yeah. Alright, that's correct.
Serial number back here or something.
Yeah. Alright, I can tell you a little bit about them. And it's a mixed bag. Buttons are correct. These would date from the 1950s, probably. Any of the security would have worn those on their uniform shirts. Now, the badge, however, is a different issue.
Yeah.
Within the badge world, you have real badges, you have fakes, and then you have fantasy pieces. These are ones that looks like it might have been a badge, but it was never issued. So unfortunately, the badge is a fantasy piece. They're well known among badge collectors because the Ford design on this, it's round. The Ford symbol was never round. It was always oval. So the fact that there's a number on the back looks like a serial number. Why would you serial number a fake? Because it's easier to sell it that way. So what you have are not really rare buttons, and unfortunately, this is garbage, for lack of a better term.
Alright, well, thanks for coming out, Mark.
Not a problem.
Always a good time.
Very good to meet you, sir. Alrighty, have fun.
Well, you heard what he had to say.
I did, unfortunately.
The badge is a fantasy badge and it's not collectible, so I'm not going to be interested in that.
Okay.
What are you thinking about for the buttons?
Let's do 30 for the set of 4.
Okay, I think that's a little high for me because I'm guessing these buttons go for about $5 each. So for me to buy them, I'd have to be at like $10.
Can you do 15 for the set?
I mean, I'd really like to be at 10, you know, it gives me a little bit of room.
I'll sell it for $10.
Appreciate the business.
You too.
Go right up to the counter and I'll write you up.
Perfect, thank you.
Here, you can have your badge.
I'm a little disappointed to find out that the badge was a fantasy item. I'm going to do a lot more research on any future Ford memorabilia items that I've purchased.
So I'm out here at the shooting range with Alex, Corey, and Antoine, and the seller of this rifle that came in the shop yesterday. It's a really weird revolving rifle. The seller wants $10,000 for this rifle. If it fires and it's this rare, I think it could be worth a lot more than that. So first thing we got to do is get this thing to fire, not hurt anybody, and make a deal. All right, so we're gonna shoot this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay, so Antoine wants to shoot this thing. Will you explain to Antoine the reason why this gun wasn't really successful?
Yeah, it never really caught on because basically this is a pistol design made into a rifle. The issue is that with a pistol, no second hand is forward of the cylinder. So in the event of a chain fire, you're handed from.
Shoot it.
Alright.
Alright, it's all up to you. Alright, I'll look.
One kid died. Oh my god. Holy crap. That is insane.
Yeah, I got all my fingers. So it works. What do you think? I mean, yeah, it works, you know. It's super rare, and collectors of Civil War and pre-Civil War firearms are gonna love this. Okay, so what do you think it would sell for? I mean, they're never on the market, right? Yeah, I saw one sold maybe 10 years ago, and it sold for almost 19,000. So I would say, at a minimum, it's a $20,000 gun. Okay, well, thanks, man. All right. Nice to meet you. Thanks for letting me shoot.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go shoot real guns with Alex. I'm down. I got my block 40 over there.
So, yeah, 10 grand, no problem.
Wow! How we start at 20?
Well, I gotta put it in an auction. They charge fees, everything else like that. So, I mean, what's your best price?
Well, how about 17 though?
I'm thinking more like 12. Even 15. I'll tell you what, I'll do 14,000. Alright, I can do 14. 14,000, that's the deal. Okay, you take the gun, and I'll meet you back at my shop. And we'll do what you're trying to pay.
Need the increased food reserve.
I'll grab all of Alex's stuff he just left here for me to clean up after.
I'm very happy that I was able to make a deal with Rick today for even more than I was expecting, and I'm happy that they will find a good home.
Now, where in the hell did they go?
Oh.
Well, I'm thinking of some numbers in my head right now, but they're dollars. Yeah. And you know,
On tonight's episode, these are early class sales, and that one's got the original postman. Company attempts to make money on a risky deal.
he brings you good stuff. We got a relationship.
No, he's scared about you. He cares about our money. Corey goes eye for an eye, curious of.
Truth is, not a huge collector piece.
Unfortunately, I just have to agree to disagree.
And my third meter sails to new heights.
It's the extract of the American Continental Congress.
The United States starts here.
That's incredible. Okay, let's go. Good. What do we have here?
Pieces of the Hindenburg.
Pieces of the Hindenburg. All right. This is such great history. To this day, the Hindenburg is still the largest airship ever built that carried passengers. You know, it was almost 3 football fields long, and you had.
Damn, we're good at this.
Beads of hydrogen in it. I mean,
Yeah.
floating bomb.
I'm coming into the pawn shop today to sell my pieces of the Hindenburg airship crash. I acquired these pieces of the Hindenburg because my father was on the security detail the first night when the airship crashed. I'd like to get 20,000. If I make a sale today, I'd like to purchase a new automobile.
This is some incredible stuff here. The Germans built the Hindenburg in the early 1930s, and it was an engineering marvel. You could get it across the Atlantic in like 2 days. Most people think it crashed on its maiden voyage. It didn't. It had already been to New York a couple times. On May 6, 1937, the Hindenburg was completing a flight from Frankfurt, Germany to Lakehurst, New Jersey, with a ginormous hangar for it. And they dropped one of the lines to tie it off, and also the thing burst into flames. So this has to come from the tail. Believe it or not, this piece right here is worth more than the T-bone because that is the rarest piece. In fact, the fire started with the tail section. This is the bonus in very nice piece. And we have a Western Union telegram here. Here follows section Lakers Thursday night for guard duty at Hindenburg crash. Nothing left of ship. Exposed to all bodies burned beyond recognition. Love Jimmy. So how did you get it?
Well, my father was on security detail the first night.
Did your father send this?
Yes.
Okay. That's really cool. I'm pretty impressed. So,
Quick question, how much you want?
20,000.
I absolutely love it. That'll give you 10 grand. Understand. When I go to sell this, I take all
50 renown.
pocket money. $10,000 is a fair price.
12,500.
I'll do 11. And not a penny more.
Okay.
We got a deal. All right, sweet. I will meet you right over there. We'll do some paperwork and I'll get you paid.
All right, thanks.
Very rarely do I get this excited over an item that comes to my shop. To have this telegraph from somebody who was there basically doubled the value. Now we're gonna get this all nicely framed up and I can't wait.
How you doing?
I'm alright, man. I had a heavy load.
Let me get you a stand for that. Alright, what do you got here?
I got some McDonald's gold.
Mayor McCheese.
The man himself.
McDonald's is a pretty cool company. It's worldwide. I think there's over 36,000 stores. And you can go into any McDonald's, get a Big Mac, no matter what it's called in that language, it's gonna taste the same across the board.
Yeah, man. Feed the people beef and they're happy, man. The 1970s Mayor McCheese plaque. I bought this plaque off a big McDonald's collector that was unloading a bunch of his toys, and he ended up letting go of some of his bigger pieces to me as well. I can sell this thing today and walk out with $1,000. I might go and get myself some new jewelry or a whole bunch of Big Macs at the very least.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Mayor McCheese, he was the most corrupt mayor in all of McDonald land.
Yeah.
So McDonald's is pretty genius in coming up with this. It's hard to sell kids food, but it's easy to sell kids toys. So I think it was in the 70s and 80s. They started to create these characters. There was like Ronald McDonald, Hamburglar, Grimace, and then the kids would want to come in and get the Happy Meal with the toys. So you go with the whole family and you bought 4 or 5 value meals. I actually used to work at a McDonald's and I worked all the way up to assistant manager for a little while. Let me tell you, the kids do not respect the McDonald's playground. That's for sure. So it's got some holes in it here. It's got, some scratches and dents on it, but you kind of expect that from a piece like this. How much are you looking to get?
Oh man, I was hoping to get around $1,000 or so.
I think that's gonna be a little out of my price range. I mean, the McDonald's collectible market comes in at Happy Meal toys. The Beanie Babies and the Transformers and stuff, those can go for lots of dollars. They're easy to sell because they cross over tons of different markets.
It's an eye catcher though, man. It's gonna look good on your wall in here.
It is an eye catcher. I'm not trying to insult you, man, but I'm looking at like $200.
Okay. I'd like to get a little more than that. Maybe something closer to $700.
It's just such a specific collector. So I really don't want to have more than 325 titles.
I sure as hell don't want to have to carry it again. Maybe meet me somewhere close, like $400.
I'll go 350 just because I like your overalls.
Man! I could do 350. Give me an extra Happy Meal or something on my way home.
Alright, that's a deal.
Alright, my dude.
350.
Alright, dude.
Alright, come over here, we'll write it up.
Alright, thanks. I didn't get what I was hoping to get out of it, but $350, that's some cash in my pocket, and that's some extra jewelry to decorate myself with. I'm happy.
Whoa, I feel drunk. I see Santa Claus.
Take off my glasses. Give them to me.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's a real person.
So what do we got here?
I got a couple of extremely rare bottles.
Okay. Warner's Rattler oil. One of the original snake oil salesmen. Where did you get this?
I go out in the desert when metal detectors looking for stuff.
So you just found this one out in the desert somewhere?
I think we're gonna switch to GTA here.
There's stuff out there. The hair tonic bottle I found it in the States.
Oh, that's really neat.
You would be interested in the hair tonic.
These hair tonics didn't work.
Well, I don't know. He has a pretty nice beard. He might have been using that.
I have a early 1900s hair tonic bottle and an 1880s Rattler oil bottle. I'm a collector of just unique stuff, and as you get older, it's time to let go of stuff. So I decided that's a couple of my treasures I'm gonna let go.
Okay. In the 1800s, there was tons of different patent medicines. They would go from
15.
Let's talk about this one first, the rattlesnake oil. All right, super cool, really super collectible. I'll give you 250.
250, about 275.
All right, you got a deal. 275.
Alright.
Now this hair tonic, he really wants to pay for it.
This is neat and cool, but this is a gazillion times more collectible over here. They give you 25 bucks.
We can't go any higher than that.
You know, I'll give you 50 bucks for it.
Okay, I think we got a deal.
All right, so 275, 50 bucks. That's 325.
Yeah.
All right, right up, Joe.
Alright, meet me right over there at the counter. You can leave these here.
Alright.
I'm sure he wants to try it out.
I mean, if I thought it worked, I would try it out, but I know it won't. So what do we got here?
Oh, I got a piece of Hollywood history here for us. This original gorilla soldier costume from when the Planet Apes film.
Look, it looks like your foot.
Oh, shut up.
I have a gorilla soldier costume from Planet of the Apes. I bought it from a collector about 10 years ago who got it from a collector who bought it at the original auctions from the mid-70s. But if I sell the Planet Apes gorilla soldier costume today, I think I'm going to buy a nice Star Wars collectible.
This is interesting. Planet of the Apes, I think the first one was made in 1968. The plot basically was Charlton Heston and a group of astronauts were traveling in space and they crash landed on a planet that was ran by apes. But come to find out that they traveled through time somehow and they actually crashed on Earth.
Yeah, that was the shocker of the movie.
You know, you damn dirty apes.
Yeah, that's Charlton Heston's famous line.
Yeah, and I mean, it really did huge things for his career. So what do we have here?
Basically, what we have here is the vest, there's a shirt, and then there's pants, and then bandolier, gloves, and boots are screen accurate reproductions.
I mean, the condition looks really good. But if you look at that, go ahead. It's heavy, so.
Did you try the boots on?
Mind if I check out the gloves?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like I'm ready to take over the world.
So this is the.
You're not supposed to be able to talk. Humans don't talk on my planet.
It is kind of rare to get this stuff because they usually use it until it wears out. Any idea of what you're looking to get out of it?
I'm looking to get $10,000 for it.
Okay. For used clothes, huh?
That's what they go for. I figured might as well start there for a price.
I have no idea what it could be worth. You mind if I call someone in to take a look? My buddy Tell Robbie, pretty well known for Hollywood memorabilia and stuff like that, so he'll be able to give me an idea of what it's worth.
Okay, great.
You look really good riding your motorcycle in these boots. There's a customer in the shop right now with an original Planet of the Apes costume. He wants $10,000 for it. Corey and I have no idea what it's worth, so we decided to cut the monkey business and call Tall Rock to come in and take a look at it.
Wow, what do we have here? Costume from the original Planet of the Apes. All right, all right.
Planet of the Apes 1968 was a game changer for sci-fi films because it was so different and so unusual. Let's take a closer look at it. We know that this costume would have been produced by Western Costume, which was the leading costumer in Hollywood at the time. Yep, here we have Hollywood found this is legit. Certainly that's the stamp. This is a difficult tag to reproduce. It also has the prop number on it and the size and who might have been wearing this at the time.
The vest, pants, and shirt are original, and the bandolier, gloves, and boots I had made.
You had these made?
Yeah, those are screen accurate reproductions.
Okay, so let's separate that, because truly, these items are nice, but they have no value. These items are authentic and desirable. Usually we'll see a jacket, or we'll see the pants, or we'll see the shirt, but to have all three pieces together is a rarity, actually.
So, what do you think it's worth?
At a competitive auction today, $7,500 to $10,000.
Oh, shit.
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, my pleasure. Thank you. Good to see you. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
All right.
Okay, so you heard what I was saying. I'm gonna throw out a price, and I don't mean that offend you, but let's say $1,500.
Yeah, but he said they had a competitive auction, 75, 110 grand.
Okay, then take off 30% of the auction fees. Then I have to have a display built for it.
especially with where the base come across. I think $6 grand if you don't have them.
Yeah, 6 grand's gonna be the bottom. I don't see us making a deal, my man. I appreciate you going down though.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for your time. Yeah, I'm disappointed today I wasn't able to make a deal. I saw his offer was a bit too low for me. But I'm gonna hold on to it till I find the person that's really gonna pay the value that I feel is wrong.
Check this out, guys. Pretty amazing. What exactly is it? Piece of the Hindenburg. With a telegram from the guy who was there. What do you think?
I think it would have been much faster just to send a text.
What are you talking about?
I mean, instead of a telegram.
They didn't have cell phones in 1947. We have that. And all the provenance in the world. Okay. Here, Rick. Here we go.
This is cool.
Finally, someone who can appreciate the amazing historical significance.
This is one of those iconic, unfortunate disasters in American and German history. Hindenburg was Nazi Germany's ultimate airship. They started building in 1931, started flying in 1936. One of the interesting things about this particular landing is this was the first time that you saw a disaster happening almost in real time. The newscaster was filming for a throwaway piece for between movies, and all of a sudden the fire starts. People are jumping out. People are dying right before.
out?
Yes, because it's burning right in front of them. You know, one of the lines he used was "Oh, the humanity." That line entered into public.
Where's this thing taking us?
For me to think about, Mark. I did not come here with the intention on learning today.
35 died in the crash, 62 survived. When you look at the footage of the crash, it's still amazing to me that that many survived.
It's amazing that anybody survived.
Yes, it is.
It was just a massive fireball. The cool thing about this is I have part of the structure and the fabric and part of the tail. The rarest part of it.
Yeah, because that's where the fire started. And to have that particular telegram, that's an amazing telegram.
Do you guys think it's cool now?
It's pretty cool, Dad.
Awesome. Let's go. I mean, I'm just telling you, kids today, they're just like this younger generation is just ridiculous. Remember when trains were the fastest way to get across the country, or a ship was the fastest way to get to Europe? Of course you don't, because we've all grown up with the luxury of air travel. I can wake up here in Vegas and be in New York City in 5 hours. Think about how crazy that actually is. So how did luxury air travel really start? The first aircraft was a hot air balloon designed by two French brothers, the Quyaz. It took its first flight in 1783, and it went a whopping 5 miles. It's all made of silk and paper. You would not catch me dead in that. In 1903, the Wright brothers take off at the very first powered aircraft. It went, listen to this, 120 feet. Eventually, engineers developed rigid airships that were lifted by hydrogen or helium. They were used by the Germans in World War I for strategic bombing. But the entire design went up in flames in 1937. But in 1969, it changed forever. It only comes out with the incredibly huge 747. It flies without anywhere. One place that really reaped the benefits. Nice little place in the desert, great food, lots of lights.
Black Sabbath. Right.
These are early Black Sabbath when they were on the Vertigo label. And then it's got the original poster in it. It's almost impossible to find it with the poster.
Mind if I open it up, take a look?
No.
I know the posters are pretty hard to see. Yeah. That chair right there is going to affect the value, but it's definitely really cool. I mean, I've seen this album hundreds of times, never seen the poster.
So the last thing I got is the Adventureland full set. 50th anniversary of Disneyland. There's 2 pieces.
Looks like it's in really good condition. It has the 50th year anniversary logo with the countdown and everything. Everything Disney is collectible. It's got that cool tiki back going for it. It's probably art style. What's the lowest you can get?
Probably going lower than 500.
Are you too good for that?
You got Tiki fans looking for it. You got Disney fans looking for it.
I mean, realistically, could you do 4? That's gonna be my top dollar on this.
I can go for it.
The records, I would love to have these. What do you want for that?
800 for the pair.
Well, I know I've seen these sell to $300 to $400 in the recent market, so I'd like to be in them at $250
Each?
together.
Oh no, that's way too low.
There's a rip in the poster. That rip does a lot for the
Oh yeah. But you can do 350 for the pair.
This is me taking a risk. $300. I'll meet you in the middle.
Alright.
And the dress. How much did you want for this?
I was thinking 400.
I want this, but I'm not gonna be able to go anywhere near it.
Okay. What neighborhood did you get into?
I'll give you $99 more than you paid for it. $100. I can do $100.
It's in pretty good shape. I would go to 200.
I'll go up a little more, like 130.
You do 150, I'll meet you there.
140. That's the best I can do. I'm only buying it because
I'll do 140.
I like you and I want you to keep bringing stuff in.
Alright,
It's never easy, but it's always a pleasure. Let me write this stuff up and I'll get you a ticket.
cool.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
What in the world is this?
Well, it's an eyeball. It's an anatomical model used in medical schools. This one is, I think, from the 1880s.
Okay. It was made by Merkelbach & Co. It was a department store in Amsterdam.
It was more of a cabinet of curiosities.
Okay.
I have an antique anatomical eye model that I picked up in Amsterdam that I'd like to sell today. My colleague and I have a business that specializes in antiques and oddities. If I make $1,500 today, I'll go right back to Amsterdam and study in the archives. They're free.
This is interesting. There was definitely a need for this kind of stuff. You know, people don't realize that, 100 years before this, people had no idea how an eyeball really even worked. And this is what they would use in med schools and stuff like that to kind of teach you the way your eye actually worked. I know Merkelbach & Co. was a department store, and it wasn't until the 1900s where they started making medical models. I think at some point they ended up moving the company over to Germany or Austria or something. Or that's where they're selling most of their
16.
stuff, because that's where optometry just kind of boomed and blew up.
Right, but they weren't optometrists. You
We need
see.
someone that has tactics.
The man who brought back anatomical models from Leipzig, Germany. So that's why I'm speculating that it's coming from Germany and it's in fact older, because it resembles that which is older.
Part of my business is dealing with people who just know so much more about items than me, as if I haven't done this my entire life. Well, how's it work?
Well, carefully, because it is quite old. And each part comes apart. Could I have
Yeah.
that? Just like this. There you go. And this unfolds. Nearly every part works perfectly.
What are you looking to do with it?
Well, I think it deserves to go to a good home of a collector. Perhaps you have a bigger market.
Okay. What are you looking to get for it?
1,500.
1,500. That's a little out of my price range on that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Truth is, it's not a huge collector piece. This is just a fairly accurate depiction of what an eyeball would look like.
Okay. I think it's a historically accurate model from the 1880s.
But I've seen similar items go for about $300 to $400 at auctions.
Right.
That being said, I'd have to offer you $200.
Unfortunately, we'll just have to agree to disagree.
I can't get you to come down at all. Or
Not one bit.
not one bit. Okay,
You just don't get it, Rick.
Hey, how's it going?
Great, how are you?
Oh, pretty good.
I have a Scottish kilt, the sporran, and the tam. It's from the 1920s.
Okay. I'm trying to think of the old joke. You know, oh, why don't you wear underwear when you wear a kilt? Because if you wore underwear, it would be a dress.
Today I have a sporran kilt and tam from the 1920s. I did research and found that another sold for about $2,500. I believe mine is more interesting, it's more intricate, and I'd like to receive $4,000.
Okay, pretty cool. This is the tartan for the queen, right?
Yes, it is. Queen Elizabeth II.
Okay. Certain parts of the military, they work for the queen or the sovereign, and the sovereign has their own tartan. So, like,
Yes.
when you go to England and you like the change of the guard and all that fun stuff, this pattern right here is the king or the queen's tax. Because I do not believe this is military grade right here. Just do the fact, the military ones are multiple layers of wool. This is a single layer.
My opinion is the prize really is the sporran.
That wasn't a fart.
Really neat looking one. This is maybe an otter? The sporran's pretty amazing, but that's not a military style sporran.
Need 3 more renown after this tournament.
Military, but there's no more.
Ooh.
How much did you want for this?
I wanted $4,000.
Knowing.
That would be very, very tough. This is in terrible shape, and the otter has mange. Otter fur should be really, really thick. It should be really, really lush.
I do see that it requires repair.
No, the thing is with fur, it's not repairable once it starts falling out. It has to be kept in a cold, humidity-controlled atmosphere. If you have a military one that was in really good condition, they'd go for a couple $1,000s if you're like trying to touch it. So this was in a to begin with. The hat looked like it was expensive at one time, but I just never going to sell it by itself. And that I'm definitely not going to go sell. It's just it's not pretty. Thanks for bringing it in.
Thank you, David Princeton. I was unable to make the sale today. That's a little disappointing. I think I'll keep it for myself and my children.
My card of Rick always being a broken record, telling me I don't make good purchases. And that I need an expert to weigh in on stuff before I make moves. Even though I don't need an expert's opinion, I'm gonna have my man Quint look at these Black Sabbath records, let him tell me I got a couple hits on my hands. Hey Quint, how you doing?
Well, how are you?
Well, I'm pretty good. I bought these records and I really want you to look at me because Rick, he's a little worried.
Sure, we'll take a look at it.
Yeah, they're both Black Sabbath records. I believe early stretches.
You got self-titled. Came out in 1970, their first album. I mean, the whole album was credited for starting the heavy metal movement. It reached the top 10 in the UK and then the top 40 in the US.
What's up? It's Ms. Tick. How you doing, man?
They get into the Stanford right here. You see these little numbers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like about pressing plans, when it was pressed. Everything does look correct, like you have a first press here. Pretty impressive. You don't see these everywhere. Anything
I was about to reach for my drink, have a sip, and almost cost me right there. I'm Jordanian and Palestinian. What about you?
What I see here, considering their age, these records are near mint. I've seen both of these records individually go for as high as $1,500 each. However, given the condition
Outnumbered.
and the current market, individually,
Experience. I'm gonna take this.
You'd be looking at $1,200.
Whoa. Looks like I can go back
Get
and
one
tell Rick I
trait.
get records.
Oh yeah, definitely. Congratulations.
Alright, I'll see you soon, Plant.
Thank you.
After hitting it big with these records, I've got one more stop on the Proving Rick Wrong tour. And I can't wait for the sweet, sweet taste of victory.
That's what's up. Well, where specifically in Europe? I don't think everyone hates Europe. Rival gang moving in at Poros.
I'm highly confident the MHP is going to tell me this Vietnam stewardess dress is highly collectible.
Alright, here we go, last one. We are 4 renown off of being able to make a kingdom.
It would have been a stewardess dress, but it's not.
What country is that?
It's not any airline that I've ever seen. One of the things that you would never see on a stewardess dress is patches that don't relate to an airline. I think this is one that would.
They're taking us so far.
When you're talking about Vietnam War, there was a lot of battle time, there was a lot of downtime. You're talking about young people in war, and they're blowing off steam. During the Vietnam War, there were a lot of unofficial patches that people made up. So some pilot gave this to the one who was wearing this dress.
Very tiny.
I thought these patches were really cool. I just wanted to bought it.
Well, they are.
It's usually big countries people don't like. Maybe Belarus because of their alignment with Russia, and everyone's mad at Russia right now because they were told to. Did I get that right? Oh, he leveled up. So how do I make a kingdom? Need to be part of a kingdom.
Which is a fighter plane that was used a lot in Vietnam. And those are highly collectible now. Snoopy at the time was hugely popular. The fact that he was always going after the Red Baron. So a lot of pilots used him as a pilot image. And this is the Thai flag. Okay. Very typical patches.
The UK.
So it's going to be easy for us to tie all these patches together?
Yes.
I'm trying to tie this to some money, Mark. I got Rick on my back here.
Kind of gave it away there.
But I think you have a very interesting piece that does have a lot of value. The value is in the patches that are on it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone hates British people unless they're being like, you know, silly or thick. I think it's more the government. It's a lot of government bad. Alright, we need to get back. Why can't I make a kingdom? Do I need to go in my thing?
Okay, this is like the pre-Declaration of Independence. Great Britain was really getting on our nerves. This is basically where they're complaining to Great Britain about just them being dicks.
I'm here to sell a pre-revolutionary document from 1774.
I know how to do it, but I already took a piece of land, so I usually get prompted after I take something. I think I gotta visit my town.
This is a pretty amazing thing you have here. At this point, 1774, we were second-class citizens living in.
Yeah, I'm so baller. I got a town before I'm even eligible to make a kingdom.
This was a condensed version of what they did when Congress was in session. There was a lot of resolutions and everything else we were sending to England saying, hey, please get on.
There's nothing a Google search couldn't solve. I'm just chilling, really. Not not looking
So have you had anybody It's very interesting. I know it's rare. It's very
I'm gonna have to take a nasty dump right here in a sec.
questions I have about it. Things like this get really, really technical. The right condition, the right paper, right printing, everything. So
Yeah, that's a lot of hours, dude.
I'll be right back.
I'm totally fine with an expert coming in. I welcome it. I'm eager to know.
Do you do like mods and stuff, or you just straight vanilla? Yeah, I'm not really looking for like tips or tricks. I'm just chilling and stuff. If there's anything I having trouble with, I just look it up.
Just think about how cool it would be to be in a room when they were debating all this with George Washington, John Adams, all trying to figure out what
Realm of Thrones, nice. What's your favorite mod? There's some cool ones I heard about that I want to try out. But vanilla is just too fun. Uh-oh.
this is the extracts.
So you know this is one of the most important documents from the American Revolution.
Yeah, this is like the early declaration, but it's like
The pre-declaration?
yeah, it's just like we're just telling you great stuff.
Well, this is actually the point where we're still trying to come to some
Is that the Japan mod?
first continent.
Oh man, that sounds fun.
And that's when representatives
It's like got all the models and stuff, like samurai swords.
got all of these acts, essentially things that are taxes, or closing the port in Boston, or quartering soldiers in our home, that type of situation. Yes, the intolerable acts. A lot of the problems were happening in Massachusetts, in Boston in particular. And
Sounds pretty sick.
other colonies were like, you know what, that's Boston's problem, that's not my problem. And so for a long time, there wasn't unity. And the thing that's so important about this is this is the first time you have the colonies coming together, united, to talk to Great Britain.
We gotta get back.
The United States starts here.
That's incredible.
So these are the most important points of what the Continental Congress was discussing. And it gets printed in Philadelphia, and then immediately they want to spread as much as possible to the colonies.
So, what's the condition?
Something like this wasn't meant to last. It was meant to be printed quickly and spread really quickly, and then like thrown away. So you look at this and you think, oh, it's kind of roughed up. I look at this and I say, that's beautiful. For this to survive,
Yeah, the game's changed a lot.
condition without ever getting bound,
Like,
that's really
they made the AI a little better, so you can't just cheese tournaments level 1. You can't do the smithing cheese anymore. There's some other cheeses, but
I have known of copies selling for around 12,000,
Okay.
but this is not complete.
ooh,
See here, we're on page 48. We've got this sentence here at the end.
there's a little diplomacy, right? It's just not as fleshed out as you like it. What do the mods add, diplomacy-wise? Why was that guy putting his back to him, dude?
I wouldn't expect a collector to pay more than about 4,000 for it.
Alright, so, all set. What do we take for it?
How about 3,500?
No, I'll give you $2,500. So I could probably get 4,000 for it.
How about 2,850?
Alright, we have a deal. Oh, he's right up front there, we'll just pay for it. Okay. There's nothing so cool as owning an original snapshot of history as it was being made. Except
What's your favorite culture to play as?
10 times before I do so.
That guy's like one hit.
Neither one of you are gonna be grumpy after you found out what your boy did.
What did you do?
I made you some money. Cold, hard cash.
So where's the money?
You gotta sell this stuff first. Remember you got all hussy fluffy?
It's a good shot.
In the warehouse?
Sturgia and Aserai, nice. Yeah, Sturgia seems like fun, but I never played him. Line breakers and all that. I like playing Aserai. That's the closest to Arab, pretty much. I'm pretty sure it's Arab, they just call it Aserai. But there is an actual culture, ethnicity called Azeri in real life, which is more like closer to Azerbaijani, Iranian. Anyway, it's another expensive horse. I have my store of value is horses. I got some nice expensive horses. Alright, so we gotta go back to our base here so we can make a freaking kingdom. Ransoming everyone so they don't come and attack us. Yeah, it's super lit. Super lit. Oh yeah. Granary building. Eligible to make a kingdom. How do I do that? I don't have to do all that, I don't have to do that main quest line, do I? Oh, talk to the governor. Okay. Oh. My mouse just disconnected. Itself. Okay.
in his day. He was known for always having the look, the little tramp character. He had this hat on with this like kind of small jacket, and a little cane, and thick pants, floppy shoes. Yeah. I'm here today at the pawn shop to sell my Charlie Chaplin hat that we're using in the movie The Circus. I bought the Charlie Chaplin hat from a collector who bought it at an auction. If I make a deal today with the pawn shop, I'm going to take that money and I'm going to buy 1962 Bannerlord batteries.
It's actually a pretty cool hat. Charlie Chaplin really did silent movies. That's what he was known for. And I think he made like 35 movies in like less than a 2-year span. As silent movies started to go out, he did have a couple speaking parts, and I know he won an Academy Award for his first speaking part. And he actually even made one color movie. So what movie is this hat from?
This is from the movie The Circus that was done in 1928.
Okay, and he actually won his first Academy Award from it, and that's going to be the movie that everyone remembers him from. Yeah, that was his, big hit. It was a little before my time, but everyone knows Charlie Chaplin.
Castle upgrade cost.
I bought it from a guy who purchased it at an auction, and I have the letter of authenticity from Joe Franklin, who it was gifted to by the actress Gloria Swanson.
Okay. What are you looking to do with it?
I'm looking to sell it.
You mind if I take a look at it?
No, go right ahead.
The condition looks really bad. The inside is really worn out a lot. It's got some splitting on the brim. It's literally almost fully falling apart. But the problem is there's no prop numbers or there's no prop house inside this hat, which would really help me tie it to Charlie. How much are you looking to get for this hat?
I'm looking to get $30,000 for it.
$30,000.
30,000 big ones.
It's Charlie Chaplin. It's a very unique piece, If you're going to collect stuff from a silent movie, this is probably one of the coolest things they have. The bad news is, when you're spending that kind of money on a prop like this, you want there to be a marking on the prop itself. And if I was going to pay $30,000 for it, I'm going to need a little bit more proof. This layer is fine, it's great, but without having that tag and the prop information, I'm going to have to pass on it just because it's going to be a harder sell for me.
No problems.
Appreciate you coming down.
Yes, no problem. Thank you. I understand why the pawn shop didn't buy the hat without the provenance of it, and I'm a little disappointed, but I'll go home and I'll find a buyer for it.
What do we got here?
This is
Rail guards, one that we probably want to do.
So we have the Jackson vibes and signatures.
I'm assuming this is Michael's signature.
Okay.
And I see a date on here going back to 1975, so
I'm an old guy and I was 10 years old then.
Hunting rights you probably want to do.
I'm here today at the pawn shop to sell a piece of paper that I have signed by all the members of the Jackson 5. This has been in my family my whole life. I kind of feel some kind of connection to it. I'm hoping to get $1,200 for it today.
I'm intrigued. The Jackson 5, 1967, they won an amateur talent contest at the Apollo Theater.
Right.
From there, they were discovered. I don't know exactly when they got signed with Motown, but it wasn't long after that. And then 1971, it just blew up overnight. First band ever to have 3 #1 hit songs on their debut album. So later on, Michael and Jermaine ended up going on solo careers, and that basically destroyed the Jackson 5. But Michael Jackson, was a huge hit. Thriller was, 40 or 50 million albums. Yeah. I mean, hugely collectible. I mean, even here in town, there's a big show on the Strip all about Michael Jackson. Okay, so where'd you get this?
So my grandfather was a recycler. He used to go from lot to lot and getting car parts and stuff like that.
Okay.
So he was cleaning up a house and came across a chest and this, and we had it framed for a long time. And I was like, you know what? I think this might be worth something. I want to take it down to the pawn shop and see what I can get.
Okay. So how much you want for this?
I want to start at least $1,200.
Okay. Let me have someone look at it. I mean, it's cool to have all the Jackson 5 signatures, but I think Michael's is potentially a big deal. And
70 days.
Michael Jackson signatures. Okay. I don't know what it goes for. I don't know if he signed a lot or he just signed very little. There could be something really big there. There could be not a lot there. So I'm gonna go give a guy a call, and we're gonna figure it out from there.
All right, cool. Thanks. I feel great about an expert coming in to authenticate this signature. I mean, my grandfather always came across some of the coolest stuff, so I definitely think it's real. I'm definitely
1967 very mini teeny dune buggy. These things could be really hit or miss. So I grabbed Chum and thought we could get out of the shop for a little bit and go check it out. And Bill, our car expert, is going to do this too. So this is it, huh? This is the one.
This is the dune buggy. I don't know if we could both fit in it at the same time, but looks pretty sweet.
I called the pawn shop because I want to sell my very mini T dune buggy. I've had it for 2 years. Worked on it the first year. The second year, I've just been driving and having fun. I've always been a VW guy, and when this came available, I jumped at it. I'm looking to sell a dune buggy because I'm getting older and getting in and out of it is harder.
Nice. Very mini T. Pretty cool company. Father and son company. They used to make these shells right here. Then you take a Volkswagen chassis, put a fiberglass frame on it, the big wide tires, and you can ride around on the beach. You can ride around on sand dunes. That's what they call them, beach buggies, sand buggies. Did you put this together?
Did not. Found it in the backyard in front, covered about 4 inches of dust.
Okay. How do you know it's a Barry T then?
Just look at the body. That's what the bed's supposed to look like. Look like a little old 4-bucket T.
You mind if we take a look around it? Check it out?
Hope so. Does this pop up? Can I take a look at the motor real quick? And we can actually lock it back. I kind of do this. There you go.
Yeah, Volkswagen motor. Looks decent, huh?
You know, some of these can be worth a lot of money, some of them aren't. All right, I'm going to go to the building.
All right. You can take a seat here. Check it out if you don't mind.
Landy is strong, man.
Oh, yeah. Another right turn. Another right turn. So this is it. Yeah, pretty sweet. I'm about to do some burnouts, man. It looks good. I like it. So, you guys brought me to look at the old...
Aserai's in 2 wars.
And a Volkswagen. I don't know anything else. So these things are pretty awesome. The first reported publication of a dune buggy is 1959. When some extra VW chassis just by itself and took it off the beach. And then shortly thereafter, it started into the whole
On there or at Sturgia?
curved dash.
That must have just happened.
Is specifically what makes
I'm pretty sure I just checked. Oh, sick.
The funny thing about these cars is it was like, here's the ingredients, go make the cake.
Exactly. If my dad can build one in his garage, anybody can. You can take a look at it and just let me know if it's mechanically sound or like.
We can check it out. Safety first, you got your gas tank set nestled just right above the engine, so that's always awesome. What size is the motor? 1500. So 1500.
It's a 67 chassis.
If it's a 67 chassis, 1500 came factory in a 1967 Beetle. So, I mean, it's cool, it's kind of period, but I can tell there's been some modifications done to the dashboard there. These are not yours, you'll see here. So, overall condition, she's had a few owners, you know. All right, well, seems like the next logical step is let's take this baby to the dirt.
All right, do you mind if we do that?
That's where she belongs.
Oh,
You know, realistically.
I just added troops.
Take a look at this. He's super into these things.
You're not gonna be hyped, let's call him up and get him down here.
I have to be honest, this thing has seen better days, but I know how much my dad loves this stuff. So I'm gonna give my dad a call and let him come check it out. So I got a guy in the shop, and he has a piece of paper that he says is signed by all members of the Jackson 5, including Michael Jackson. He wants $1,200 for it, and it's in pretty rough shape. But hey, it's Michael Jackson's signature, so this could be worth a lot of money. So I called in Steve Grad, and he's gonna tell me if this deal is a thriller or just bad. Good. Good, how are you?
The Jackson 5.
Nice.
Not really my kind of music, but I can appreciate what they were.
Well, you know, in the 70s they were so popular. Well, really kind of like late 60s and the 70s they exploded. It was like 100 million records sold worldwide, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So just, you know, very famous in their own right. And obviously Michael broke off from that. And his autograph is desirable because he was so famous. So people still are after his signature. Obviously your concern is whether it's good or not.
His grandfather actually found this. I don't know if this was just signed by a stagehand or we have no idea the history of it. The other problem is the condition here. It's not what you'd call pristine.
You know, let me take a look at the whole thing before we even, you know, get too carried away with that. Big focal point of the whole piece, Rick. It's from Michael Jackson. And I'm just trying to look for live ink on here.
right there you can see, looks like a ballpoint pen on here, and that's usually a good sign. We see the intersection here, it's crossing, we see lightning. Michael had this beautiful flowing autograph, and his autograph, you know, started to evolve through time. You could see the nice flourishes he used. When we look at this here, same thing here, we kind of see it kind of fades a little bit, but he's doing the same thing. And we see all these same characteristics here, especially elegance. So there's no doubt after looking the ink slide on the piece, the signature are pretty good, especially Michael's
Right.
autographs. Definitely authentic. And everybody else.
Let me drop the save.
You're a bit concerned, you said it right away, was the condition, and that's a big problem. I think that's the whole thing that affects the value of this piece.
Okay, so what it would be worth in great shape?
In great shape, without the creases and without the damage. I'd say easily $1,000, maybe even $1,200 in the weekend.
And in good shape?
Max, you look at $700.
Okay. Thanks, man. I appreciate
Good
it.
to see you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yep, take care.
So what do you want for it now?
I don't know. Can you meet me halfway and do 6?
Yeah, I'll do half of that, 300.
300?
This is just hideous the way it's displayed. So let's get your grandpa. I'll give you $400.
All right, you got a deal.
All right, cool, dude. $400. I'll meet you right on the front. We'll just stay working straight.
All right, cool. Thank you. So I'm excited I was able to make a deal, but unfortunately I wasn't able to walk out of here with the money I was looking for.
I'm under this which I'm checking out a 1967 Mini T Dual buggy. Bill the car expert took a look at it, but we're waiting on my dad to show up because I know he loves these things.
Oh, a 60s buggy.
Not like your makeshift vehicles, this one actually works, supposedly.
Of course it works. There's not that many parts to break.
Yeah.
These were really, really cool. I mean, like, just about any guy with minimal amount of tools could put this together in his garage. Just take an old Volkswagen. The body pops right off, basically. Motor sits in the rear. All that weight sitting on the tires. You get a little traction. And it was really basic wiring. It isn't like today where you open up the dash and there's 1,000 wires. It's deeply interesting. You know, before I made an offer or anything on it, I wanted you to take a look at it because I know you like it. Does it run?
Runs great. Training's good. No grinding the gears. Engine's good.
I'm willing to take a gamble. Let's take this thing for a ride.
You fine with us driving it?
No problem.
All right, let's go. There you go. Definitely not made for a big guy. Hell no. These were really, really cool. You fine with us
We'll be starving that one for a while, I mean.
Let's go.
Next time we drive it faster than that.
I drive the thing, but I don't have two fat guys out.
Three fat
you want for this thing?
I started at 6,000 for this guy.
I would like hair. Mechanically, it's a great bug underneath, but on top, that is the world's worst bodywork I've ever seen. I mean, we have a seat from a minivan in there.
Absolutely, that's what it is.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you $1,000 for it.
Okay. I think I'll pass on $1,000.
I'll give you $1,200.
We're not even in the same ballpark.
Okay. Well, thanks for letting me drive it, man. Good luck with it. It's definitely a project.
BRB. Need water. Alright. Could start a fourth party that we can't afford. Oh shit. Oh, they're worth the Kuzets. Alright, they're fucked. Alright. We gotta bite off as much as we can here. Now, I wonder if paying a how long are we paying this? Yeah, for how long? $500. Kind of a lot. Oh crap. Oh my god. I think we gotta restart. I think we need to restart this. war. Because we ran out of freaking food. Alright, maybe let's establish a favorable peace deal. Damn, these guys are mad at us.
This is a classic naval cannon. Can't be fired. Are you gonna ruin my patina? On tonight's episode, it's not cool. I examine armies that either sink or swim.
Thank you for that sucker that makes us fight.
Corey takes on one of the greats.
I got a Mickey Mantle rookie card signed by the man himself.
They're not easy cards to come by. They are in demand. Then I heavies, and my troop explodes with possibility.
I told you. You can't bring the dog to work. Actually, she brought me. Look, it's official. Pinky's an employee. Can I help you?
Yes, I have a very rare piece of Americana.
Looks like a book to me. The Bartender's Guide. This is pretty cool. Lay out for a julep trader. What do you think, Pinky? Do we do for juleps? We don't do it for juleps.
too. I'll be more paid most of the pros. Got it at a yard sale in Oxford. I'm looking to get $25,000.
What's your favorite cocktail? What are you asking for?
I don't drink.
This is really neat. This is basically the book that started it all. This is more or less standardized drinks all the way across the country. Your average person in the United States when this book came out did not drink mixed drinks. It really wasn't until Prohibition that mixed drinks really became popular due to the fact that everyone was drinking bathtub gin and really, really bad moonshine. It was just practically undrinkable, so they had to start mixing with something. Price $150. This is definitely the first edition. It sold so well, and on the second printing of the first edition, they raised the price. All the other states will say price $250 on the front of it. How much you want for it?
$25,000. Got a little wear and tear to it, huh?
It's got a lot more than wear and tear to it. This is mold inside the book. And mold, when it gets inside a book, will eventually eat holes in it. I'll give you $4,000 for the book. That's what I can do.
I was thinking at least $7,000.
It's just not there. I'm not going to make any money. I'll lose money if I make that. Tell you what, I'll go 48. I can't go.
Okay.
All right, we got a deal. I'm sure you didn't pay over $1 for it.
Well, I sure wouldn't pay that much.
Alright, let's go write it up.
You know what? I should write a book on making cocktails. The ritual.
Hey, how's it going? Hey,
Hmm.
I got a Mickey Mantle rookie card from 1951, signed by the man himself. That's pretty cool. So where'd you get it? Actually, I bought it off a friend. He had it with a bunch of other cards in his garage, and I went through the cards, and I picked this one along with about 5 others. Okay, it's a really good one. Yeah. I have a
Almost
signed
level
Mickey
50.
Mantle card from 1951. Some auctions, I sold this card for $45,000. I'm looking to get about $20,000 for the rookie card because if I have 3 kids in college that I'm able to sell the card, I'll use the money for those college costs.
Mickey Mantle, but he's in the top 10 best baseball players of all time. I mean, he's a 20-time All-Star. That's insane.
Yeah, I would say so.
When it comes to Mickey Mantle, you know, he started his career off as a Indian Western. You know, funny little fact about him, his rookie year, they brought him up to replace Joe DiMaggio, and the crowd booed him for 3 years.
Right.
And in his rookie year, he's chasing down a fly ball and trips over a sprinkler head. Messed up his knee so bad it followed him his entire career. But 536 home runs, 3 Triple Crowns, 7 World Series. I mean, you don't get a better baseball career, right?
Yeah, he was up close to the Blue Devils.
Absolutely. Definitely the number 1 switch hitter of all time. You know, teams hated him because he would hit home runs on both sides. I think he came within a foot of being the only person to ever knock that. Right? You want me to take a look at it?
Yeah, sure.
Ooh. That's a little rough.
Yeah, it's got some adhesive residue. The guy that had it probably had it from the scrap place.
Sounds like something you would do in the 50s.
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
I need to sell it.
I'll build these just for shits.
Yeah, I need 20K.
Okay. Mickey Mantle helped define what an American sports icon is, and signed mint items of his have sold for millions, and I mean millions. I'm obviously interested, but there are a few things I have to consider first. I've got some serious condition issues with it, and one of my problems with Mickey Mantle is he had a pretty long career after baseball, and he made more money signing autographs than he ever did playing baseball.
Yeah, I signed a lot, but didn't sign many of those rookie cards, that's for
You
sure.
know, there wasn't very many of those rookie cards out there for him to sign. I will give you that. Let me give my buddy Dan a call. This is what he does. He brings these things for a living.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know if I'm gonna starve this place out all the way.
I know the card is authentic, but yeah, I wouldn't mind a second.
It's a lot of militia. It's not a very good army. You got a lot of really good dudes in here.
I found it on Lake Erie, Kelly's Island.
Old motors like this, people hook them up and everything.
Listen to that, listen to that curve. Hear the curve?
And I think you even like suck on the exhaust pipe, right?
There's not much special here.
Pawn shop today to bring in an antique boat motor. And these motors, they gotta be rare. I'm thinking $1,500 would be a good jump investment. If I can make the sale today, I'll take
Yeah,
that
10 days is just too long.
It's a cool little motor. They're really collectible. I'm assuming this is probably 1910-ish.
1910-ish.
1910, 1920s. It is like one of the first two-stroke motors. For the time, it's perfect for a boat motor. Lightweight, a lot of power for size. Basically, it was set for one speed. Every single time that the piston was up, the spark plug would fire. When the piston went down, it forced gas into the cylinder. Go down, suck in gas, and when it went push back up, there's a check valve that would close. Push the gas into the crankcase. This right here adjusts your timing. After your motor warmed up, you have to adjust this a little bit. And this right here is where really simple little ignition system, but it worked. Yeah. It's two strokes, so you use a weed whacker, right?
Yeah, oh heck yeah. I'm married, you gotta do yard work, you know that.
This is basically the equivalent of like your chainsaw motor or your weed whacker motor, but it weighs like 40 pounds. Right. How much you want for it?
You know, being an antique like it is, and that, I mean, I might get $1,500 for it.
Not in this lifetime.
For real.
For real. There's a million guys out there that love small motors. And the problem is there's a million small motors. I'll give you like $300 for one. $300 bucks, you crazy? Motors like this, restored, beautiful looking. Yours is not pretty.
Huh.
Mine's rare.
I gotta get a guy to get it running right and make it look pretty. That's gonna cost me money. It's not gonna take that much.
$1,500 bucks, come on.
No, $300.
I can't do that. $1,000 bucks. $1,000 bucks, it's yours. Come on, you still got room.
No, I haven't. I spent more than that. I'm buying a boat motor, I'm buying a boat anchor.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, it's gonna be. Oh yeah, I forgot the walls are. Frick. So we're in over here.
What's some
Damn, we almost made it to the end. We're in. The June's in there somewhere. Oh. That's the last guy, get him. Damn it. 17.
This is pretty interesting. Awesome. I've had this for about 10 years and redoing my house. I don't want to get rid of it, but my wife is like, we need a kitchen. But where did you get this? I picked it up in a shop when I was traveling on the road a couple years back. Thought it looked awesome. I mean, it looks like it's been in battles. It's got scars and stuff on it.
Were you using it for like home defense?
I've had this cannon for a long time. Being a pirate guy, I thought it would be a lot of fun to build a pirate basement. And we're doing a lot of work in a big renovation on our home, so bringing up some extra money would really help out.
It is super cool. I love the fact that it's got the symbol for the Dutch East India Company there.
Yep, 1763. So I did a little bit of research on it. I'm not sure what battle it's been in. I mean, I think there's blood still on it from over here from back in some battle. I mean, that's definitely pirate-esque.
Yeah, it could definitely have been stolen by pirates. But if it was made for
This thing's almost maxed out.
we know it was made for a ship. Yeah. The Dutch East India Company was started right around 1600, and they traded with everybody. They didn't care if you were Muslim, they didn't care if you were Jew, they didn't care if you were Protestant, Catholic. Let's all just get along and make money. It made Holland the richest country. Have you ever fired it?
I've never fired it. I know it does fire because I had someone look at it, but I've never personally fired it.
How much you want for it?
I'm thinking 35-ish. That's kind of where I'm at.
3,500?
No, 35. I can't do.
It's in amazing shape. Matter of fact, it's almost in too good a shape. So
Let's check it out. I'm asking you for a lot of money, so I want to make sure that you're buying the right thing.
all right, so I'm gonna give Alex a call and we'll go from there.
Sounds good. Awesome. Thank you. Alex is a really good friend of mine, so having him look at the cannon and giving it, the actual appraisal amount would be fantastic.
There's always been a fascination with pirates. When most people think of pirates, they think of Jack Sparrow, they think of eye patches, drinking rum. They weren't like that at all. So what were these ancient seafaring bandits really like? So if they captured your ship, they're not going to start singing and drinking rum. They're most likely either going to kill you, or force you into service, or just sell you into slavery. There was no profit in being a nice guy. Once trade started with the New World, it started an explosion in piracy. Pirates just weren't after gold and silver. I mean, as a matter of fact, they usually didn't get that. Ships that did carry that were usually government-owned large man-of-wars, which they did not want to take on. They were after merchant ships that had everything from silks to spices to weapons. You could still make a fortune, and you get to keep your head. You could make more money in 1 year on a pirate ship than you could do in 100 lifetimes. But if you were caught being a pirate by any other government, the penalty was death. There was an entire piracy industry. There was contractors, there was subcontractors. There's even a line in the Constitution that the president can issue letters of marque. That was basically a letter the president could give you and say, hey, you are a pirate for the United States now. You could basically go out
bonuses were kind of like your expression of who you were as a kid.
You have my little pony lunchbox, huh? Just a real badass.
Still have my Beavis and Butthead lunchbox upstairs.
Makes sense. Your butthead.
Thanks, chum.
I have an original 1985 Rambo lunchbox. I acquired my lunchbox from my dad, who gave it to me. He was a huge Rambo fan, loved the movies. I'm looking to get about $100.
This is interesting. I believe it was 1972 the book was written, and all the major Hollywood studios fought for 10 years on who was going to get the right to make the movie. At one point, Steve McQueen was going to play Rambo, Paul Newman was going to play Rambo, and then out of nowhere, Stallone writes, directs, pays for, and produces Rocky. Wins Best Picture for it, everything else. Next thing you know, the studio pretty much rewrote Rambo's for him. You mind if I take a look at it?
Go ahead. All yours.
It's not in that bad a shape.
Curtis is a pretty big company. I think they made their stuff to last. And they just made 10 lunchboxes like this up until about 1985 and started to produce everything in plastic because it just became much easier.
And I'm pretty sure this was probably one of the last years that they made.
Damn, 403.
All good things gotta come to an end eventually, huh?
You know, the bonus is that you do have.
Oh, that's not good.
What are you gonna get out of it?
About $100.
About $100. The thing is as popular as the movies are, there's not that huge of a collector's market out there for them. I'd offer you about $50 for it.
I'm sure you'll find a super fan who really would love to have it on a shelf.
Yeah, I'm sure I will sell it eventually one day, but how much money do I want to invest in that?
I mean,
Maybe in the middle of 75.
I don't think so, man. It's just
250, that is.
I don't have to have it for 175 is gonna be close to my pay. It really will be.
I appreciate the offer, but I'd have to get at least 100.
Look, I appreciate you coming down.
Appreciate your time, sir. It's a little disappointing I didn't make a sale, but it's been in my family for a long time, so 75 just wasn't enough, but I'll survive.
So you don't even stop to say hi first, you just go straight to the cannon?
I was really curious about what size the bore was.
No.
Hey man, what's up?
How you doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
I called Rick in Vegas and told him about this Dutch East India Company cannon that he had to come and see. Rick is really attracted to things that are a little bit different, but also has some kind of cultural reference. And so this is the ultimate piece.
So, what do you think?
So it's a 2.5-inch bore. In English naval terms, that means it's a 2-pounder, or they also call this size cannon a falcon. This is a classic naval cannon. I mean, I told you it would be worth coming to see, right?
It's pretty amazing.
It's impossible to tell what the history of this really was, or where it was found. But the Dutch East India Company merchant ships were all over the South Pacific, and so, you know, the spice routes, all the trading, I mean, they had an incredibly strong navy, but the pirates knew that these guys were carrying millions of dollars in goods. And so if they could capture what was on that, they were set. This is exactly what pirates would want.
Alright, so is it all original?
So according to this marking, Peter Steves made this cannon in 1763 in the city of Amsterdam for the Dutch East India Company, which is the VOC, which means Dutch East India Company in Dutch. And the nice thing about this VOC is it's not just engraved in. There's actually a small raise to these letters, which is part of the original casting.
Okay.
The tube itself is 100% correct. The way in which it's cast, all of these bands, all of this is correct. The patina is excellent. This is extremely hard to fake. This greenish, dark greenish color is exactly what collectors do. But the biggest test is this one. It's heavy enough. Ones that are copies made to deceive, they essentially use a foam core, they cast around it, and it's half the weight it should be. This is actually a really nice example. Best example of this kind of cannon I've ever seen.
Nice. Okay, so where do we go from here?
Well, before I give you a value, Rick, I
Say we drop a save, dude. I can't even siege a freaking 100 thing castle.
Alright, so we meet at the range. Let's do it. Okay, cool.
Meet us there?
Yeah, see you guys there.
So before we go to the range, I'd love for you to stop by my warehouse.
Oh, let's do it, dude. Oh, it's gonna be epic. Damn it, Nijun, how do you not have a,
Hey, how's it going? Good, how are you? What do we have here? Fire truck pedal car, my understanding. Oh, wow. So, how come it's not red? I mean, this is probably pretty old. Maybe they were yellow back then. Who knows? I've got this fire truck pedal car that's been sitting in my garage for years. I did some research online as well, so I'm super familiar with them using myself. They said that $500 should be reasonable. If I'm able to sell the car, I'll probably just save money and invest in actual cars. That's my daughter, Clara.
That's awesome, man. I mean, these things are really good collecting. People do love them. People are a fan of mine. Kids' dad got a cool new car. Chances are that year for Christmas you got a pedal car. Where'd you get it?
I actually got this at garage sale years ago. I got it for the kids. They didn't play with it. Now they're way too big to play with it. So
Okay. So pedal cars basically started around the end of the 1800s, got really popular up until the 1930s. I think the biggest, like, best-selling one was the Model T.
okay.
Then World War II hit, and there was a whole metal crisis, and everybody was conserving everything, and they basically stopped making them in the 40s. 50s came around, and kind of had like a little bit of a resurgence. They basically fizzled out by the 70s. And by the 80s, they had plastic power wheel ones with batteries that could actually drive around and not have to pedal. Yeah, some of them are definitely worth some money. I've seen some of them. Would you want to take a look at it? I mean, it is in really good shape. I mean, do you know if anybody restored it?
It's been sitting in my garage for probably 8 years, so before that I couldn't tell you. Looking at these wheels, it looks like it might have been red at one point in time, actually. All I did was clean it up. I'm assuming just like any other antique, anytime something's restored, it does take value away from it, correct?
Not necessarily. What are you looking to get out of it, man?
From a little bit of research I did and talking to my friend, probably 500 would be reasonable, depending on how old it is. And like you said, it is maybe in the middle, 450.
Not quite in the middle.
I'm just gonna sit in my garage, so 425. I'll take that.
You know, maybe we're able to take some paper.
Maybe up to $500 something for the is reasonable, and we could get a good start to a down payment on the car.
So on the East Coast, Alice has a lot of warehouses. Big warehouse. When it comes to World War II stuff, he's basically got one of everything almost. So I think that might be spending the whole day. Yeah, there you are. How you doing? All right. So this is pretty cool.
And we own the vast majority of our inventory, but some pieces we do have. So what you're looking at out here, these are our machine guns from World War I and World War II. Antique guns along the wall, so these go from about 1700 all the way up to about 1900. Civil War guns, British guns, blunderbusses used on ships. We got all other kinds of stuff. Yeah, you gotta be brave for one.
What's that?
Well, this is cool. It's an English flag, and all throughout, so you get a better look. It dates from about 1795,
looks like we're crushing.
and it's silk. And
Yeah, but they got crushed pretty bad.
Royal coat of arms. And you see up there, that's what would be the Union Jack, but it's just Union because they have the iron, and so there's no red across the Pretty cool. That is true. I got a lot more to show you. We have a warehouse here that's 25,000 square feet. Wanna go through and take a tour? Sure, let's go. So we tea in each of these little wood boxes. Okay. Okay, this is sort of like a decanter. But the interesting thing is, this piece lifts out to reveal. So this is what I have been saving for you. Okay. So this is actually a tea caddy. So you put your tea in each of these little wood boxes. Okay. Okay, this is sort of like a decanter. But the interesting thing is, this piece lifts out to reveal a pair of 3-barrel pistols.
That's pretty cool. I just love hitting marks.
I know you do.
It's the English equivalent of ninja stuff.
I have a tea caddy, and underneath are concealed 2 triple-barrel flintlock pistols. This is something that we would normally just sell on our own website, but I know Rick's taste now, and he loves a good story, he loves a historical association, and he loves something a bit different. And this checks all the boxes.
That was so cool.
They're like assassin's pistols from like 300 years ago. So what's important about this is this coat of arms here. This belonged to the Sidney family, who were a pretty well-known political family in London for hundreds of years. In 1682, Algernon Sidney was convicted of trying to plot the assassination of George II, so they executed him. Ever since then, the Sidney family apparently was paranoid that they would be targeted for further retribution. And this is
just remember, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean people are out to get you.
exactly. The thing that really puts it over the edge for me is that it's got the Sidney family coat of arms, that it's a tea caddy, that it was purpose-built to be concealed. Now these pistols were made by Isaac Smith, who was a well-known London gun maker. They date from about 1770. The pistols themselves are really interesting because they're 3-barrel, and you can see they're at half cock. The only reason you want that is to quickly fire and defend yourself.
I mean, you probably not accurate more than 10 feet, but
No, this is to defend yourself from about your range to me.
for 1770, they're made really, really well.
Yeah, they're really neat.
So, what would you take for them?
So the pistols as a pair, just themselves, a value probably 6,000, 7,000 range, but adding the period tea caddy and really the association with the family, if we were to sell this retail market, we would ask about $25,000.
They are really, really cool. And like I always say, they have an amazing story, and the story is what sells something. How can we take that from?
There's no way. I was saving them for you thinking that they would be 15,000.
You were saving for me, so I can have it for 11,000.
I'll do 14.
Alright, so we have a deal on 12.
Keep going with orders. I would do 13.
Good deal.
Alright. Because you give me so much business, I will do 12,000.
Cool, thanks, man. This is a deal. You really hooked me up with these things. Yeah, well, you should, bro. I already know everything. Fuck that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We're just gonna be blowing stuff up all day tomorrow.
Yeah, we got a big day.
Alright, man. I'm meet you at the range.
Excellent.
Alright. Yeah, we've got some tea, too.
I guess that one.
So I'm out here on the East Coast to see Alex.
Unforesee-ish influence being much of a problem.
We are definitely ready to go. I got a good day planned for you.
Alright. I've already bought the hidden compartment tea caddy pistols. Alright, let's shoot this thing.
Nice.
Bomb. Finish one. And now, we'll fire some cannons. So, maybe I can make a deal. If they work, the premium goes up, I make more money. Plain and simple. It's gonna be an explosive kind of day.
years now. I found Alex because I wanted to sell them, but I don't really know that much about them.
Legendary arrows.
I used to have them in my house because it kind of looks cool and pretty, but now we're redecorating and we just want to get rid of them.
It's nothing.
Single cannons are actually really popular. If they were at a distillery, those places had massive fields, farms, and that was a way in which you could communicate to your workers. Signal cannon, start work, end work, eat now.
Yeah, it was like much cooler than a gun.
Way cooler than a gun. Right? You know, they are dated 1697. They're handmade nails, they're iron. The way in which they're assembled is consistent with
Take a
period
horse.
from the 18th century.
What do you need?
So we are definitely looking at true vintage pieces. I think what will be important also for value is establishing.
Use some boots. You got some good boots for the lady.
So normally single cannons are only used to make noise because that's a way of communication. But we're also going to fire a projectile at them. I've got some buckshot. We're going to knock stuff over. So we're going to make noise and knock stuff down.
Load her up.
All right, back up.
All right.
So you looking at those? You can.
So I'm going to pierce the bag of powder. Load that. Back it up. Fire the hole. In true vintage signal cannons from the 18th century. I think what will be important also for value is establishing, can they actually fire?
Load her up.
All right, back up. Load that.
Back it up.
Fire the hole.
I offer you.
Yes! Got it!
That was awesome.
All right, like I'm super impressed.
That was better than I thought it would be. So now that we know they work well, I'm going to value these cannons at $20,000.
Okay.
All right. That's it, man.
All right, thanks, man.
I'll leave you to negotiate while I go set up the fire king. Good luck.
Okay, so Alex says they're basically worth 20. So let me give you 13 grand for them.
Maybe 18?
I mean, they're super cool, but I gotta resell them at $15,000.
How about 17?
I really shouldn't do 17, but they're really, really cool. You got a deal, 17,000.
17,000.
All right, I'll get you a check, and Alex will box them up.
Sounds great.
This is really, really cool. Almost every guy wants a 200-year-old cannon. Problem is, no one has space to put one. But anybody can find space for these bad boys, and that's why they're going to sell so easy. Now I need to go see if this pirate cannon fires, and if it does, I might be bringing 3 cannons back to Vegas. Definitely my kind of vacation.
Well now,
You guys look like you're ready to go.
Hey, Rick.
Let's go order, Rick.
I mean, it looks perfect. I really think she's safe to fire.
All right, well, let's blow something up.
Anything that's associated with pirates is kind of folklorish and cool, and this is the ultimate piece. But being able to fire it is really important for collectors because you don't buy a cannon unless it can shoot. If it fires and it fires well, I'll be able to give an accurate value. It should be pretty good. Thumb the vent.
All right.
All right. Introduce charge. Ramming. Introduce ball. Ramming.
Still gotta keep the tournaments on, baby.
Okay, all right. She's rammed. She's ready. Eyes and ears on, please.
Oh, I just threw.
So I think based on what we just saw and how well it performed, I would give a value on it at about $30,000. Okay, 30. Yeah. 35. With that big team. Anything
Alright, wait through that shit. Oh. It's fitting.
Alright, see you, man. That was fun. So you wanted 15,000 for it, right?
That's 30.
I give you 18 grand for it.
I can't do 18.
I mean, you can put it in an auction, but like if you get an auction, remember you're gonna pay a gazillion dollars in auction fees and everything else.
You get 25.
18 is what I can do. I mean, that's the number that makes sense to me.
That's it.
That's it.
Sorry.
Well, if you change your mind, or if your wife makes you sell it, I'll be on.
Alright, thanks a lot.
Let's not watch that thing go off. It has been an incredible day. I bought 2/3 of the stuff that I came out here with, and I shot a badass kid. I need to come to the East Coast more often.
This can go. These are your guys' books. Those. This is a bunch of cluttered crap.
Well, I'm back. Trip from the East Coast was way successful. What are you guys doing?
We're cleaning up all this cluttery crap around here.
Changing it up a little bit. What are you doing with my stuff?
Moving it.
Why is there a broken bone going on the shelf?
Because I'm putting some stuff I like around here.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
Whose store is this?
This diamond's kind of cool, actually. Put this right here.
I'd like for you guys to actually clean up every once in a while.
Just shut up. We got you a little surprise.
Where did that come from?
My niece paid.
My granddaughter paid.
My niece.
That's a lot of troops.
Those guys are like that. That's really nice.
You know what would be really nice? Is in memory of the old man, if you could come to work in a suit and tie every once in a while, you're going to be sitting in this chair. Some big shoes to fill.
I like the painting of the old man.
That's a classy man right there.
And I hate everything else you guys are trying to do.
Okay. Well, you do.
Just clean everything up here, get rid of the bone.
Okay, you'll do it. Okay.
It's clean.
Nice, man.
So you got
I love that picture though. Old man was good at it.
so you're gonna attack me while you're getting wrecked.
Corey is off to the races with a piece of sports history.
This is damn near the equivalent of somebody coming in here and selling me a Stanley Cup.
I bring out the big guns to solve the history.
So we're gonna get it in a couple of spots. Let's see what it tells us.
It comes candy shop, it's a speed restoration.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, go check it out. Oh my, this is awesome. Nothing close to that.
Okay, definitely cool.
It's the movie that ruined my life. I never would have ever wrecked a motorcycle in my entire life if it wasn't for this movie.
These are pretty cool.
Dirty Harry, I've never seen it, but
Okay, but why do you not put ketchup on a hot dog?
Because Dirty Harry said so.
Coming to the shop today to sell my Easy Rider and Dirty Harry poster that I got in Italy. I collect posters and trade them, and so occasionally I go to Europe, and I got these posters in Rome, and I'm willing to take $500 for both of them.
Great period of movie making.
Yes.
When year did Easy Rider come out of?
This was '69.
I get in here, play those like 50.
Easy Rider was groundbreaking for the time. I mean, no film had ever really been shot like that. Dennis Hopper and Peter Fonda decided to write a movie about two hippies from LA that stopped in Mexico.
One catapult.
Drugs to New Orleans. They eventually ended up meeting Jack Nicholson.
Wall's broken?
Decides to take a bunch of acid
No.
and jump on the back of Peter Fonda's bike. And since he didn't have any other kind of helmet, he wore a football helmet the whole time. I think Jack Nicholson got an Oscar for Easy Rider.
Yeah, and well, this was like his breakout movie. He really was a big actor until this happened.
Dirty Harry was cool. I just, I've never got through the whole movie.
Clint Eastwood, probably the most iconic actor still alive. He did all the westerns in the 70s. He'd been acting for 40 years before he got a Oscar for Unforgiven. Obviously, that one's Italian. Is this what Italian too?
Both Italian, yes.
Okay.
marks.
Okay, so how much you want for these?
I'm asking 3 1/4 for the Easy Rider and $285 for the Dirty Harry, or $500 if you want to take the fair.
All right, give me $350.
That was quick. How about $400?
You gotta understand, man. Do you know what it costs to frame one of these things?
A lot.
That'll be almost $500 in the frames on each one of them. 350 is a good number, man.
What about $375 for the hair?
850 plus to 750.
Alright, the reason why that was so quick and easy is in the end, Dirty Harry's going to my house, Easy Rider's probably going to close. Yeah, what can I do it?
Yeah, I got a Civil War dog tag.
Okay, so it's an identification tag for a soldier. So the War of 1861, that's the Civil War. Generally, the wars get named afterwards. This was just starting off and didn't have a name yet.
I collect and I sell Civil War memorabilia, and I came across a 1861 Civil War dog tag.
Okay,
I've
so
recent prices of these, and I'm asking $1,100 for the dog tag.
This is pretty cool. Where'd you get this thing?
Small antique show in New Hampshire. Strangely, it's marked War of 1861.
ooh,
The Civil War soldiers, sometimes they would camp out for months on end at just one location. There was traveling salesmen all following these camps, selling everything from guns to pots and pans, and that's how they made money in the war. And this is one of those things.
Yeah.
Originally, ID tags weren't issued by the government, but soldiers could purchase them on their own. It was a really early version of a dog tag. This could have been sold anytime during war.
And probably during 1861, I would assume. Just because I've seen some that said 1861, 2, and 3, which was interesting. And the mystery of it, was it uncirculated, not issued, or did the soldier buy it? And, never hit stamp.
Yeah, I'm assuming it was the stamp card that surplus or something like that.
huge.
There's no name on it.
Keep doing that, we're winning this.
How much you want for it?
Yeah, they have reinforcements.
Do you mind if I have someone look at it? I just want to make sure it's real. Just about everything from the Civil War has been remanufactured.
Yes, dude.
So that I want to get checked out. I also want to
More of those. Come on, keep them coming. They have a lot of archers. Yes, dude. Come on. You got another one for us?
Pieces look pretty cool. The roaring 20s, everyone wanted to feel like they were a higher class in society, so a lot of people would decorate their houses in this. Art Deco is kind of a modern, sleek, fashion style, That's where you have like a lot of strict
What are you aiming at, big dog?
I've always liked it. People is actually, pretty cool. She's known for doing this pottery in Germany. Let's see what it says here. I can't.
How hard did you get it? There's nowhere to shoot it.
I
Holy shit. Wait, what the?
We have what I was told was a 1910 Coney Island, Coney car with a wagon.
Okay. There's a thing called grease. They invented it a few thousand years ago.
I'm here to sell my 1910 cast iron Coney car ride from Coney Island. I acquired this from an old man. I've got 4 of them. I like being a part of a piece's history as it passes through my hands.
Stones for days, dude. How are they hitting our guys?
This is like classic America. People always love to go to Conquest, but 99% of the people on the planet would never travel more than 50 miles from where they were born. So when a certain amount of time came to town, it was a really big deal. You got to see stuff you were never going to see again. Not so much today, but this used to be a very, very positive company. Stuff like that. Wasn't scary, wasn't dangerous, went around in a circle. So it was pretty good.
Oh no. No. This one looks rough. Alright guys, this side guys. Oh crap guys.
Check it out. What do you think? Eva Zeisel. This is beautiful. This is fantastic.
Put up a good fight, but my game crashed. We'll pick up where we left off. I think it was after the first defense. We dropped a save. Alright, let's see if we can get our controller to work this time. That was a good sesh. And now we're nibbling at the Aserai. But they're throwing a couple armies at us.
What's really cool about this is very, very early. The bad news about it is there is a bit of it on the market. And we know the general price of these. So how much do you think it's worth? Well, I'm going to put these at